everybody, and welcome to another episode of
Da-da-da-da.
Pirates. Or as Nick calls it, we are pirates, because he's trying to get us to use a hashtag that is not conveying what we're meaning to convey. Nick is also our wonderful DM for today. But I know he's not prepared for any of this, so
Let's call it Panic at the Piracy. Piracy will be spelled with an S-E-A.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Ryan, and I play the sentient trash can with fists.
Oh.
The end.
Do you have a fun fact about Keith?
Named Keith. Do I have a fun fact about Keith? Not really. Keith doesn't wear clothes, but most people just think he's a construct, so nobody says anything.
We did establish last time that he doesn't have a dick. So
Yeah, and that's how everybody knows that.
Alright.
He doesn't wear clothes.
My name is Tiger's Eye, and I punch good. Hi.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Tiger's Eye. I'm the DM for today. Expect much silence from me, just for the next anytime I can be, because I am currently planning a session.
Is it this session?
You don't know. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Continuation of last session.
Yeah.
I have concerns.
I am Gabe. I am playing Lopin Chilinko. And I really don't like being in the same room as the things I fight. So I'm pretty glad that these guys map out the entire floor we're on instead of just dropping you in a room and saying, okay, place your tokens. It's very convenient.
Hi, I'm Dragon. I am playing Sandra, our fabulous tiefling rogue, who is currently covered in magical body glitter, who believes she is the absolute protagonist of life. And a fun fact about Sandra is she doesn't actually know what fainting couches are for, but she believes she does. Because in her mind, they are just for dramatically flinging yourself onto for the drama.
Is that not accurate?
What they're for?
I mean, if you discount the for the drama part, then yes. They are for fainting onto, as the name implies.
So, hi, I'm DJ, and I'm playing Marina Louise Healy. And fun fact about Marina, other than the fact her middle name is Louise, is she is, and she wouldn't tell you this, so that's why I'm saying it. She is irrationally terrified of teddy bears.
Oh,
Nice.
I have concerns.
Anyway.
So if we come across like a real full-sized bear and we name it Teddy,
I don't think that would bother her. It has to do with her. It has to do with her dark past.
every D&D character needs a dark past.
Her dark past is she grew up really, really rich, and everybody gave her teddy bears, and so she was forced to have them in her room, and they all have these awful beady eyes.
I kind of want to at some point make like just a guy with a really pampered background. He's just super rich and loved and all that shit, and like write the backstory really edgily, and like shit like his hair is as dark as his past and he's just a platinum blonde.
I love it. Do it.
I actually really want to hear this. I want this written as an entire story, like a really gritty story, but it's like everything is super upbeat and happy.
For anyone who's meticulously keeping track of things, or who wrote down what the color pools meant last week's session, I would like to issue a minor correction. Last week, when Sandra touched the flame red pool, I got my wires crossed because Acheron and Mechanus are listed right next to each other in the table,
Okay.
and I looked over and saw Mechanus. It's actually Acheron, so I described Mechanus, but Flame Red would show you Acheron.
Okay, so did Dragon
Describe
actually
Acheron.
die then?
Oh no, that was a different one. The ruby red one did damage to her. The flame red one was the one that got.
See.
Well, now you gotta describe Acheron.
Yeah. Describe Acheron, Nicholas.
Nah, you touched diamond blue. That's the retcon.
Okay. Except for no, because she specifically touched the red one because she wanted to see hell.
No, that was a different red one.
Yeah, you said there was a fiery red one. She touched that one wanting to see hell.
Well, no, the
And then
one
got
that Nick's
nudged.
talking about.
Yeah, he's
The-
trying
the
to
one-
he's trying to retcon that I touched a blue one, so he
Oh.
doesn't have to describe Acheron, except for I touched it based on what color it
Fine.
was.
Fine. I'll fucking turn 3 pages in the book. Hold on.
How
Here,
heavy
I
are
got
those
it.
pages, man?
Harassing the DM.
Arborea, Eastgard, the Abyss, Carceri, Hades, Gehenna, the 9 Hells,
The 8
Acheron.
other hells. A few more hells.
Oh,
Hella.
no. Hella hell.
Hella hell.
This is the most
Yeah,
hell
for
that
some
it can
reason
get.
it's still hell. It's like the other hells, but it all takes place in a high school, and people
You-
keep stripping.
What?
Hella hell. You saw
Oh.
great cubes of iron with
Punk?
wars being waged atop them.
Nice.
That's it. You just saw a lot of war.
Gray iron
Nice.
war cubes, got it.
Okay.
Alright. So, who wants to do the recap?
Nope.
Nope.
That was the recap.
That's fair. So, last time on
On
Pirates! Captain Antonio got a mission for the crew from someone. It doesn't matter. It's not important, probably. Who knows? To go to this new island and find pre-sundering gun tech. So, we did. We went to the island. And there was a mansion there. Oh,
Was
wait,
it
no.
gun tech or just weapon tech? Were we
Guns.
actually okay?
Guns.
You were told the guns.
On the way there, Sandra, because she believes she's the main character of life and life has given her no reason to doubt this, had a strange dream with this tabaxi woman in it. Visions of a sea. Because the tabaxi woman lives in the deck of cards she found in the session prior to last session.
Her
And
nickname is Vizzy.
her
Vizzy?
nickname is Vizzy.
Yes, VC.
And
Easy, but
so yeah, that's the thing that happens. And Sandra also worked on taming not shark pups. That's a different thing that I also want. The wharf rats, shark rats. And then they got to the island, and the captain sent them to investigate this mansion, and they did. And it's covered in like gray cobwebs and all this sort of colored dust stuff. And Sandra went around touching it willy-nilly because she's Sandra. Marina actually knew shit about it, and it was like,
To be fair, I think Marina touched it first and then told
Probably.
everyone what it was, and then everybody touched things.
yeah. We found a bunch of books. The house was owned by Rabon and Babla, a Loxodon couple. We know they're a Loxodon couple because we found their portraits. We know their names because Vizzy knew them or knew of them. Rabon was an academic who studied abjuration, and Babala was depicted in plate mail with a couple different crests, one being a family one being an organizational one. So after investigating the first floor and finding no guns or like info on guns, we went downstairs and we found a hidden room. and we fought a suit of armor. And that's the recap.
Oh yeah, and Sandra died.
No, she didn't die. She just went unconscious. Keith poured some healing potion down her throat.
I coup de grace, Sandra.
That's not an action you can take in this version.
Yep. What's your point?
DM us, please.
You're in a room. There's a dead hound horror. What you want to do?
That was fucking awesome! Kick that thing's ass.
Is the helmed horror magic armor?
No.
Can I wear the helmed horror?
It's sized for a slender
Can
lock.
I, the halfling, wear the Loxodon armor? I don't need your sass. I need a yes.
Almost assuredly not.
Not a yes or a no, just a yes.
I mean, you could probably fit in the helmet.
Hide around in it like it's a Mario Maker dry bone shell.
Alright.
Is there anything on these tables, or are they just here to give Chandra cover?
Well, there was stuff on the tables. There is still stuff on a few of them. A lot of it was knocked over in the fighting.
A lot of it was knocked off of one table.
Two. The owl was on this one.
The owl didn't fight anything, though. It just landed on a table.
It flew around on the table.
Guys,
Anyhow, there's stuff on the tables.
Are there vials or jars or empty vials or jars or anything in the lab?
Make an investigation check.
14.
What'd you ask for? Vials, jars? Did they need to have stuff in them?
No, I specifically wanted empty ones.
Yes. I mean, yeah, there's a few.
How
empty
many?
Vials. About a few. Not many. He was an abjuration wizard. He was not an alchemist.
Alright, I'm gonna take all the empty vials that I can find. And I'm gonna put them in my bag.
And you get 6 empty vials.
Okay.
Are there
Books, make also an investigation check. Also, there's no light in here. I think gnomes have dark vision.
I do, yes.
She also has her headlamp.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
also have that. Sorry, I'm not trying to be I just got hit with the tiredest wave of tired.
Oof.
Okay, so let's see. Investigation is 19.
And you were looking for books?
Yeah.
There are a couple of books on some shelves, but most importantly, is an open journal.
Oh, I want that. I'm gonna take that.
Okay, so there's an open journal over on. So I described some tables over here along this wall. It's on one of those tables. It's right over here.
I don't know what's on the page that's open, and then I'll pocket the book.
So it says day ? The days mean nothing anymore. But it seems that I have returned. Time to see what new world awaits me.
Is this a vampire?
Okay, I'm gonna read the page before that page.
The page before that says stuff. Hold on. Sorry, I need to look at this thing really quick. Yes. Okay. So, the page before it has a date in a calendar that you don't recognize. And it says, I think the seer was right. More importantly, I think I figured it out. we may yet be able to save at least this town.
Okay. Wait, what did that have a number day on it?
Yes, but it's in a calendar that you don't recognize. Well, I suppose you might recognize. You recognize it as the Holy Imperial Calendar.
Okay,
Which
describe
is-
what that is.
It's the calendar of the Empire from the before times.
Okay. Can I try and see if that day would have been recent or a long time ago?
You would know without even a check, I think, just with passive intelligence, that it is a long time ago. Like, approximately the fucking Sundering time ago.
Okay. What does the page before that say? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna more or less skim a couple of pages before, trying to see if I can figure out what the seer was right about.
Make an. Are you reading this aloud?
Probably it is Marina.
Yeah.
All right.
We did establish she's not a brain thinker. She's a words thinker.
So first of all, make an int check. Second of all, when you read the bit about it seems the seer was right, Vizzy mutters something under her breath. Is anyone's perception higher than 15?
Passive?
Passive, yes.
Fuck, mine's 14.
Mine's 11.
God damn it.
I mean,
What?
Sandra is holding the deck, so it's more likely that she would hear it. I guess, Sandra, make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Fuck!
even on a passive, I don't think that Marina would have caught it.
6.
6, you have no idea. You don't even notice that she was muttering.
Anyway, I think I got a 10.
On
Unless I'm adding any sort of proficiency bonus, then I got a 12.
Nah, you're just. This was just to see how much you would glean from it. So basically, this journal, it's dense and it's boring in the earlier pages, though it seems to get more erratic towards the end. Sort of. It doesn't seem to you that this person is like losing sanity, just that they have less and less time to be writing in the journal towards the end of the journal.
Okay. I need to clarify. Do you mean boring or mundane? Because Marina would not find something pre-sundering boring, probably.
Did I say boring?
Yes.
Yes.
Did I not say dense? Did I say also
You
say
said
dense?
dense and
You
boring.
said dense and boring.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And boring people are historians' favorite authors.
Yeah.
it's largely boring things, as in things of no consequence, at least what you see. Like, what you end up focusing on are things that are largely of no consequence.
Okay. So yeah.
As you're skimming. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if I don't find anything, I'm still gonna pocket the damn book. And look around for any other signs of like what maybe the seer might be, or just in general what other kinds of notes might have been kept somewhere in this room.
So, how long does detect magic last, by the way?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Oh,
10
wow.
minutes?
That does not last as long as I thought.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't still be up at this point then.
Sandra, after crafting the vials, is like, oh, right, we had a fucking job. Ooh, I wonder if there's more hidden doors around here. And I'm gonna use guidance to try and look around for some more hidden doors.
Is the armor the only militaristic thing in this?
That you see in plain sight, militaristic as in, like, warlike? Well, I mean, there's not just like an obvious cache of weapons on any of the walls, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, but there's no other decorative armors, like, I don't know, fucking
Like
coat of
military emblems or
arms.
symbols or whatever.
No, not really. You get the sense that this was Raban's laboratory.
Okay.
Is there
I'm
safes
all
in the wall or something? Stuff hidden under the tables?
Not under the tables, no, and I'm not making you roll a check because you're eye level with under the tables. There's not any stuff down there, but
All
y'all
right.
are looking for hidden things in the
Yeah.
room.
Is that
Yeah.
would that could that be perception?
Mm,
I
No.
would like to investigate.
yeah, that's an investigation,
It's
boy.
17.
All right,
23.
8.
right. So, first and foremost,
I spent
there is another hidden door over here. Though you get the sense that it goes to the same place as the corridor that you could just see before you came into this room.
Yeah, but that's less fun.
Yeah. I'm going to check it for traps. I'm going to use my guidance on that. So that's on the dice. That's 15, and then so can checking for traps be perception?
I don't know. I have ruled it as investigation in the past. So right now that's what I'll say it is. But
Okay, so I clicked on Wisdom Perception on D&D Beyond. It says, or you might try to spot things that are obscured or easy to miss.
A character actively looking for a trap can attempt a Wisdom Perception check against the trap's DC. So yeah.
All right, so that is 19.
It does not appear to be trapped from
Alright.
this side.
I open the door.
A bunch of arrows shoot out, not at you. They just like a of arrows shoot outwards.
I really expected you to say a bunch of arrows shoot out indicating the direction.
Yeah.
That's peculiar,
But not too peculiar.
Nicholas.
Oh, was there any writing or anything on the walls in this room before we leave?
There was not any writing on the walls, but I feel like you were looking for more stuff in the room before I started describing this wall. I feel like all y'all were looking for more stuff in this room before I started describing this wall. And, I mean, there are a bunch of things, actually, in this room. There's a bunch of minor magical items, but none of them seem particularly gun-like. Oh, also, what did you roll on the int check to look through the journal? Because I forgot something important. Did you
I
roll
don't
like
know,
above
a
a 10?
10 or a 12. Yeah, it was either a 10 or a 12, depending on if you added my proficiency.
Right. Okay. So, in the journal, there was also something you noticed. Let me remember what it was. Hold on. The the thing that you read, that you noticed that I forgot to mention, is that he makes mention of using Modvib's. Is that right? It's Modvib's mystic map. To I had like a whole thing, but I forgot to write it down. God damn it. Okay. So he mentions how he has been encoding locations into Modvib's mystic map for when he gets back.
Okay, I'm definitely looking for a map.
I think that's our auto map.
Yeah, Modvib's mystic map is the. People don't call it Modvib's mystic map anymore. They just call it mystic map. Most people wouldn't recognize the name Modvib. They were a powerful wizard of the past times.
Okay.
But it's not their time anymore. Right now, it's our time.
So I would recognize the Mystic Map as something that you can just kind of acquire in general then.
We have one.
Yeah, you have Mystic Map is a spell that you cast on a map to turn it into a Mystic Map, and it's the thing that the captain uses. We've talked about this a bit,
Yeah.
not necessarily at length. It's the map that with if you know the code word, you can reveal locations that have been encoded into the map.
Mm-hmm.
Does encoding locations in the map encode them globally or encode them on your map?
Globally.
Okay. So we just need to know what code phrases he's been putting in.
Yeah, that's actually how they found this place to begin with. How Noosa Sash found it, because like I described this a little bit last week, but the higher ups in Noosa Stash and like researchers in Noosa Stash, one of the biggest research jobs is trying to find new code words of forgotten times on Mystic Map. And this was one of them.
Rad.
But investigation checks from earlier do in fact reveal that there are some places in this room that might have things in them that are not in plain sight that you can open and look for things in.
I would like to do that.
You find something that looks like a gun.
Ooh.
I wonder if it's loaded. Click, click, click.
Are you actually?
No.
Alright,
I'm not actually pretending to shoot myself in the face.
fair. I mean, are you actually pointing at anything, pulling the trigger? But no. It looks like a gun.
Alright. Does it have
Tastes like a gun?
does it have a trigger and a safety and like a chamber? Can I unload it? Is there clip?
You cannot unload it. There is no clip. There is no. It does not appear to use ammunition. At least not in any way that you can see.
Is there a portion of the wall that looks particularly unimportant?
Most of it.
I shoot the wall.
You shoot the wall, and an arcane rope shoots out of the gun, hits the wall, falls to the floor, and disappears.
I'm keeping
Perfect.
this.
So this is, in fact, a magical item.
I
It's a
missed
magical
the description of
grappling
what
hook.
happened, but Marina is definitely super excited about studying every part of the weapon, and is
It's not a
entirely in
weapon.
love. It's a grappling hook, yes, but Marina is still gonna call it a weapon.
Y'all are making assumptions here.
Yeah.
Are we?
Fine, I shoot the wall again. Is it a randomized effect?
No, it happens again. Then arcane rope shoots out, hits the wall, falls to the ground, disappears.
Whoa, can I see that?
Are you gonna give it back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Under what time frame are you going to give it back?
I'll give it right back. I just want to see something.
Fine.
Okay, so is there anything to hook a rope from? Like if I shot it up towards the sky in some capacity?
Not really. It's a mostly flat ceiling.
Okay,
this room.
I'm gonna go back into the other room and hook it around the leg of a table and see if it stays the rope, or shoot it so that it might hook around the leg of the table,
Right.
and just to see if it stays if it doesn't hit the floor.
It hits the leg of the table, falls on the floor, and disappears.
Can I see that for a sec? Got an idea.
Okay, I hand it back.
Hey Keith, think fast. I shoot Keith.
Alright. Hey
I
Keith,
don't
make
think fast.
a hold on.
Don't think fast.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 19. So that's 21.
The rope hits you, falls to the ground, and disappears.
Wait, what? With a 21, it. Okay.
It does not grapple you with a 21. Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Wait,
You,
can
you
I
think
can I
it?
say that I catch it? I guess it would still just disappear, huh?
You think it didn't recognize him as a creature?
I don't know. Shoot me.
I shoot Marina.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw.
I am not trying to save myself against this.
It is a spell. I think you have to. Wait, hold on.
No, you can
No,
choose
it
to.
says must succeed, so you can just not. Okay. The rope hits you, wraps around your legs. The other end of it fires out of the gun, zips up to the ceiling, hoists itself to the ceiling. You're pulled up and held 3 feet
I
above.
thought there was no way to hoist to the ceiling.
There isn't.
Oh.
The arcane rope is magically attached to the ceiling.
This is really cool. Okay, now get me down.
You think it can have two out at the same time? I
Oh,
shoot
good
the
try.
wall.
Here, give it to me.
Nothing. The gun just goes.
It just doesn't shoot.
Yeah.
Is there
nothing.
a second button on the gun?
No.
Can I cut the rope with like a knife?
Hold on.
How?
I don't know.
With a knife.
How is Lopin reaching the rope?
With a knife.
Are you just yeeting the knife at it?
I do not believe you can cut this with a knife.
Can bats' teeth gnaw through it?
No. This rope is arcane in nature.
Can a
but
magical
not with a
bat's teeth?
dexterity saving throw.
Were you about to ask Sandra to turn into a bat and chew through the rope?
Can I use the assist action to give her advantage on her next save?
Yeah, sure, yeah. And yeah, make a
Does
dex.
she repeat the save?
Oh, I have to make a dex saving throw.
Yes.
Get out, yeah.
Alternatively, the creature or someone else who can reach it can use an action to make an intelligence arcana check.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I was
success
trying to
rate
do.
that ends.
Alright, I would like to make that check.
Alright, go ahead and make that roll.
That's only a 13.
It's a fail. Still
I'll
is-
try again next round.
Alright,
Yeah.
so Sandra's gonna, like, one second.
24.
I did not save my saving throw, guaranteed, because I got a 5 on the dice.
I'm gonna, like, come up, like, be guided to do this right. Don't fuck it
Lopin
up.
did roll a 24 the second
Okay.
time, which succeeds, fortunately. Because what you have found is a snare gun. Also, you pulled the trigger exactly 5 times. Well, 6, but the 6th time did nothing.
So it's loaded with a certain amount of bullets, is what you're saying?
It doesn't have bullets.
It
Well, yeah, but
charges.
magical
probably
bullets.
a system that recharges on each day.
It's literally just a wand that looks like a gun.
Uh-huh. So, I'm not going to be pulling this any more times today, because it probably has 6 total charges. And if you use all the charges, there's a chance it'll break.
Oh, do the charges recharge every day?
You roll a die to recharge them.
Make an Arcana
Okay.
check, because this is slightly different. And I mean, if you like take a short rest with it, you can figure it out. But you also can make an Arcana check.
23.
All right, so
Wait, hold
yes,
on. That might not be right.
Before you do
21.
that, I want to come up and touch you and be like, I can help.
Okay. I
Fair.
mean, she doesn't need it.
I mean, she doesn't, but I want to abuse this cantrip.
So by this, what makes this special is because it is a gun, it doesn't get destroyed when it runs out of charges. There's no chance for it to get destroyed. But it only has 5 charges a day.
Ah.
Can we tell
Oh.
if it gets all 5 back or gets like 1d6 charges?
It gets all 5 back.
Marina, like, after she's let down, like definitely has that epiphany moment where she goes, "Wait, no, it didn't fire. Let me see the gun. Let me see the gun." And can I have it?
Yeah.
And she tries to shoot it. She tries to shoot it again, and I'm assuming it doesn't go off.
Yeah.
It's not that it didn't fire because I was already in the rope. It's that it's out of charges. We have to try and do it again tomorrow.
Also, watch your step in this room from henceforth, because you did just put 3 untriggered snares on the ground.
Well, see, we don't know that those are still there. It looked like they disappeared.
I think someone made a high enough check to discern it.
My inanimate table is throwing shit on the
Hold on,
ground.
hold on. Hey, Lopin, do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Go over to that table, and I point to the explicitly to the leg where the snare is.
Oh, okay. Ah! Why would you do this?
I had a theory. Okay, can I let him down?
No, you're gonna have to make a. I mean, eventually you get down because you have 8 hours to make checks against this thing, before the spell ends. But yeah.
All right, I get out on round 3.
Hold on, let me.
Well, actually, after 3 rolls, so I guess round 2 is someone's casting guidance.
Well, guidance just gives
1d4.
like a D4 extra.
Oh,
It is
Whatever.
still only a cantrip.
Yes.
I thought that was the one that gives advantage on the next ability throw.
No, the assist action will do that.
Yeah.
Which you also can do.
Yeah.
Or the help action, I guess
Yeah.
it's called. In the box where you
What's
found
the next line,
the
Leslie?
snare gun, you also found some design docs for said snare gun.
Ooh.
And they are in they're in a language that you speak, but they're in basically, because Marina is an artificer and not like a wizard.
I'm a
The
wizard.
way that this is written down does not make much sense to her, but Lopin, these aren't written in the way that modern like mechanical designs or even like Magitech designs would be. They're written more like a wizard designed
A wizard did it.
architecture. Yeah,
Can,
a wizard did it.
can I add create snare gun to my spell list?
No, because first of all, this snare gun its creation relied on being able to cast a 3rd level spell. So it casts a 1st level spell, or yeah, is snare 1st level or is it a cantrip? Yeah. It casts a 1st level spell, but it relies on being able to cast 3rd level spells. Anyway, you get the sense that these papers are probably what they want back in Noosa's stash.
So, if I were able to cast 3rd level spells, I'd be able to get a 3rd level spell that lets me create 1st level wand guns.
Kind of.
I'm definitely going to be copying all of these notes into my notes so that I can give them the original notes.
But yeah.
Come on, man.
I would like to add this to my spell book, and it just won't be usable.
The ability to cast 3rd level spells, you will also have the ability to create guns that can cast 1st level spells, but they won't be as good as this one for a while, and B, it still requires actually making them. So it like relies on the creation rules where you have to take time and spend resources. It's not like you just cast a 3rd level spell and boom, you have a new gun.
I have
But-
Fab.
It sounds like you're saying it doesn't have to be snare. It sounds like you're saying I can do it to any 1st level spell I want.
It does not necessarily have to be snare. There are some limitations on what spells it can use. Also, these notes are written specifically for abjuration spells, so you would need to make some checks if you wanted to use non-abjuration spells in the gun.
All right.
But that's a bit of a ways off. That's third level.
I don't
spell.
know. It would be really dank to get a gun of absorb elements.
It would. Do it. Do it.
All right, my abjuration options are absorb elements and mage armor.
Also,
A gun
a
of
gun
One
of
would be
shield.
hilarious, the other would be amazing. I wake up. My wand is recharged. I shoot myself in the head. My wand is empty. We're good to go. Actually, if I can get good enough to give it 5 charges, then it's just the whole party gets mage armor. So if someone magically strips them naked, they still have something.
You need to yell persona while you use it though.
Yeah.
Every
Also,
time, baby.
this is mostly just because T's build is entirely built around the spell shield. I just want a gun of shield.
Well, teach it to me and I'll give it to you.
Sandra doesn't know.
Unfortunately,
T's from a fucking different universe.
But
I don't see the problem. We have interdimensional travel
Okay.
here. We're level 3. You don't think we're gonna get the ability to control that shit at some point?
Level 3.
So, at this point, Marina is thinking pretty a lot right now.
That's scary.
Having been brought to the attention that this is an abjuration spell and the magical, all the stuff written in there, right? And so she's going to start yelling, Vizzy! Vizzy, where are you?
Where I always am, yes? What?
Hi. So, did you know this guy personally, or you just only heard of him? Because I don't remember which one you said.
I did not know him. But it seems
You
that
did
he
not?
knew this year.
Okay. So, were you guys like ever together? Like, I mean, you said you didn't know him, but was he ever like around you?
He was in the city sometimes. I did not speak much to him.
Okay. Who's the seer?
This year? Shit, hold on. Did I say anything about the seer? I'm trying to remember if I've already said anything
Not
about the seer.
really. Like, you've referenced them. But I don't have anything like written down in my notes. I don't think you did.
Yes, Modvib, the seer.
How do you spell that?
The same way you spelled it earlier when you were writing down the mystic map
I
spell.
didn't.
It's MADVYB.
VYB.
Wait, you mean like this guy? And I open the book to that page and like show the name of the map on that page.
Her, yes. Also, you'll have to bring that over here. I only can see from within the cards.
I mean, I was pretty close to Marina not that long ago.
Oh yeah, and she's definitely holding it just towards the voice, wherever that would be.
Isn't it in your head?
No. So she can communicate telepathically to the person who is holding the deck, but she can also just speak.
Okay, so wait, are you saying that the seer that this Lexidon and you knew was the person who created the maps that we use to be able to find out where places are?
Yeah, Mudwip. She was the seer. Is the seer, I suppose, if she is in the same condition that I am, which she should be.
Okay. Have we already clarified that she's from the old world, like pre-sundering?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Kind of.
I mean, Keith and Tiger's Eye might not have figured it out, but it's been
we didn't like directly state it, but it was pretty heavily implied.
pretty implicitly clarified.
Yeah.
So, just to be abundantly clear,
Yes.
you are from the original continent of the pre-sundering that went missing.
It went missing is not the right. Most of it is still here, from what I have seen.
Most of it is still here and
I
there.
have so
And
many
there.
questions, and you know what? You and I
Over
are gonna figure that out later. But I think we have more stuff we need to do.
So, you're some ancient, big, bad, been along for fucking ever mage, right?
That is not how I would describe myself, but yes, I suppose.
Does this mean that you can, lend some spells to my spell book?
I mean, I probably have a few that I could remember. As I said earlier, memory is not something I have had to use for a very long time.
Because,
If you want to learn how to cast, is Minor Illusion's a cantrip? Never
Yes.
mind. Trying to think of first level illusion spell. Hold on. Let me use my sources. If you would like to learn how to cast the self-disguising spell, I could. I cannot write. I do not have hands. I do not know how that would work.
I mean, couldn't you use, like, illusion stuff to make writing appear?
Yes, or I could possess you, I suppose, but
Ooh, that'd be
I don't
cool. Let's try that.
particularly want. It is not if it feels that is not my school.
first level, third.
Okay, so whose school was that?
But possessions?
Yes.
Anyone who would like, I suppose. Now that we are in here, the necromancer put us in here, so that would
Put you
be.
in where?
It's what? What
The-
part of me?
The
have you not
cards,
figured
Marina! The cards! And Sandra just pulls, like, has the cards and is just like,
Oh. Wait,
I have.
the necromancer put you into the cards? Are you a lich?
No. What? No.
Well, hold on. No, because if your cards get destroyed, do you die?
Yes.
It's a phylactery. You're a lich.
What? No.
That's-
I am
that
here.
seems incorrect. It seems more like they're, like, soul-bound to it?
Is that not what a phylactery is?
No, it's more like an animated deck. Like that animated armor we just fought. What
Did
the
we just kill somebody?
fuck is happening to my voice?
No, that was just a helmed horror. They are the dime a dozen.
Wait,
I mean, people are a
those
dime a
weren't-
dozen too.
so those were pretty common bodyguards in your time?
For mages, yes. The helmed horror, she is, they are created by mages to do something for them. This one seems to have been protecting the lab.
So it's what? Just casting Unseen Servant better?
If
Okay.
you wanted to look at it that way, yes.
So how would Marina be able to tell if that armor was recently put to this task or has been there since the beginning?
That is more something that you would intuit, so it would be a wisdom-based roll. So if you want to roll an insight,
Okay. Alright, insight. She's not gonna know, guaranteed, but let's see. 11.
11. I mean, it seems more likely that this thing has just been here for as long as there's been well, not as long, but it seems more likely that this thing was just told to protect the lab at some point in the past than at some point recently.
Okay. Well, because Marina's operating on the fact that the journal said that the days don't matter anymore, and it seemed very much like that was from very recently.
Yes.
Oh, hey, can she check to see if this lab has been, like, if there's obvious signs that someone else has been here recently?
Roll survival check.
Okay. She's also going to be definitely saying out loud, I wonder if there was someone in the lab recently. just in case anybody else wants to do that check. 17.
There's pretty obvious signs that your party has been walking all over this room. But also, yeah, those tracks that you saw upstairs that seem to like go to the kitchen, there's similar tracks down here. It seems like someone has left the lab somewhat recently.
Remind me, did those tracks seem big enough to be an elephant's tracks?
A Loxodon's track, sure.
That's what I meant, yes.
A true elephant, no. I'm pretty satisfied with this room.
Oh, she also meant to ask if the Loxodon was put into one of the cards.
Oh, to ask Vizzy that?
Yeah.
It's doubtful. He was not one of the 9 Mages Majestique, and the Necromancer, we all got in together, so it is doubtful unless he had some relation with the Necromancer that I was unaware of.
Okay, yeah, she goes back to like just mumbling and like walking along to the next room, like doesn't even end the conversation.
Perfect.
Strange one, that.
Yeah, she really
familiar.
is.
Very familiar. Reminds me
Familiar.
something of me when I was young.
Huh.
You don't usually get to be where we are, where I am, without being something like that.
Yeah, I do figure you'd probably have to be a nerd to be this good at magic.
Also, I am a cat person.
Okay, yes, that is correct.
Have you met ever a cat?
Yeah, like my parents' ships had cats sometimes. Well, my mom ship my dad. They were something different, but they were kind of cat-like.
So you know how cats is and all that.
I mean, I know how those cats are.
Who wants another fun fact about Marina?
Is she afraid of cats?
Is she
No,
unable to cook
actually,
pasta?
I kind of based her personality a little bit on a cat.
Which one?
No, just cats in general. Like they're just like mood shifts and like sense of adventure, more or less.
That's literally. You've played as Tabaxi Dragon. You know that
Oh, yeah.
literally one of their fucking race descriptions is fucking one of their racial features is like prone to fancy or
Yeah.
something.
Oh yeah.
Y'all leaving this room?
Yeah.
Yup.
Cool.
Sure.
You come into a big ass basement room. It looks like it was storage.
This room?
Yeah, that room.
Is there anything cool about?
There's 2 snares
here.
right about here.
There's boxes.
Storage, you say?
Yeah.
Let's
What's in the
open the
storage?
boxes.
First, open the box, and then we say, "Hooray! Your car fidelity."
I mean, yeah,
Nothing
basically.
Wanna sail the seas.
Yeah. Nothing. They're all empty. No. Nothing super interesting. Just like there's like cleaning supplies. There's some rope if you want some more rope. There's like
I'd take
Is
her
it
on.
good rope? What kind of rope we talking?
it's hempen rope.
Eh.
Actually,
So-
while the others search the room, I'd like to ritualistically recast Detect Magic.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's rotten rope.
You would be.
Everything seems fairly well preserved.
Yeah. Oh yeah, is there any more of the magic dust about?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
What
in this manor.
colors?
It's all silver down here.
All silver? Alright, I already have, like, okay.
Yeah.
Nick's like, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore.
This room is full of just common household supplies and storage. I mean, how the fuck did the map get moved?
That's a great question. I don't fucking know.
But, yeah. It's like common household supplies, fucking... There's plenty of rope. It's not really anything that's, like, worth anything. Basically, anything that you can get in your starter package, there's probably one or two of in here, except for weapons.
So, some starter packages include silken rope. Is there that?
No.
Ah.
Some starter
This-
packages include money, is there that?
Also, no.
I'm pretty sure the money is like always
The money is in every starter package. But...
instead of your starter pack.
No, because backgrounds give you a certain amount of
Oh, true.
Or yeah, every
I was
background
also
is.
I was also just memeing. I just
But,
was
yeah.
asking if there was money. Give me money.
I'm very gay. I would like a few dollars.
I'm gonna also look on the walls again to see if there's anything worthwhile.
I mean, there's bricks. Bricks,
Okay.
bricks.
Alright,
bricks,
I'm
bricks.
gonna-
They're fun.
guide myself to check this door that we assumedly see for traps.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, that's a public door. If it's not embedded into like the wall, like hold on. Yeah, if it's not like embedded into the wall like this here, then
22.
it's just, it does not appear to be trapped.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door.
You immediately die because it's trapped by power. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, your ritual cast was for detect magic.
yes.
I mean, there's the dust and the gun you picked up.
Okay, so there's nothing new in this room.
No.
Alright.
So this room. Sorry, go
Sending
ahead.
my cannon in first.
Cool.
Would it be worth my time to roll investigation to find another hidden room?
Another hidden room. I mean, you can see the edges of the map, so.
What's
no.
your point?
So yes.
There's gonna be a symbol here that says "send you to the next map over."
Well,
It's to
but
stop metagaming.
fair. But anyhow,
Also, there's something here.
yeah. Here, You found me out. You've discovered the secret area. I will reveal it now to you.
Hell yeah, I loot it.
Here, let me interact with Roll20 on the thing real quick so you can see the joke.
Oh god.
My cannon's
Anyway.
with him, so he's safe.
Yeah. So the room that you actually send your cannon into would feel right at home in there, because that's where all of the mechanical things.
Okay,
that
I
would
need to describe to you what my cannon looks like. Okay, I'm gonna draw it because it's like, think like a cannon, like a pirate ship cannon, right?
Yeah, I was
But
literally just
It's got
with
no. I need
legs.
to describe this. Yes, it's got legs, right? But it's also got arms sticking out of either side of the cannon so that it can light itself.
Oh god. So it's like it's like how fucking rubber hose cartoonist would draw a cannon.
Yeah, that's
And that's how
exactly-
I choose to believe Marina perceives the entire world.
Yeah, more or less.
God.
All
It's
right.
like fucking Pyrovision and Team Fortress. Anyway, this room is full of the mechanicals that would run the mechanical things of the house, which I suppose is of interest to you because they're of pre-sundering design, but they
Yeah.
don't do anything super interesting. They just run
Sketching
the
all of
indoor
it.
plumbing and provide heat to the furnaces in the kitchen and shit like that.
Here's my very serious sketch of what this cannon looks like.
I love him.
His legs are longer though. They're long. Like
He's a
He
long
got them
boy.
long legs. So I'm gonna be entirely honest. I expected last week for y'all to roll lower on your investigation checks in this room because this hidden door is less well hidden. And this is just a corridor that you could see. Anyhow, yeah, you've explored the mansion. Well done.
is there anything in this room that is notes or books or information that Marina might find informational?
No, not really.
I meant to say interesting.
You could infer that that Raban probably didn't even ever come into this room. This probably was not his purview.
Okay, well she is still drawing all of it.
I'd like to also investigate the room, looking for. It's all mechanical shit, right?
Yeah.
So there might be abandoned cannon projects or shit, just anything dangerous, or blueprints thereof. I realize the answer is no, but I'm still looking.
Fair. But yeah, this is less storage and more like maintenance.
Got a 19.
Okay.
McKinnon.
I hit the
Well,
button 5 more times and got a 20 for no reason. What?
you have found things that are dangerous because they produce steam when heated.
You
They're
find a very dangerous subject called bleach.
They're
When
approximately
ingested,
as a tea kettle.
All right.
Yeah, as a very large tea kettle.
is it?
Can Marina bathe in the tea kettle?
There is not an actual very large tea kettle. There's a water heater.
All right. All right, guys. So I think we found the thing we came to look for, right? That seems what that thing is.
I mean, it looks like a gun, and the
Yeah.
captain said it looked like a gun,
Yeah.
so I guess it sounds
All right.
right.
I need to go
Hey, I have a
upstairs.
question.
We all know you have questions, Marina. Do you have a more specific question?
Yes, you remember the stairs that we couldn't get up?
Yes, I
What if?
kind of plan to turn into a bat and fly up them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, you can do that, but the rest of us, we can't. What if we had a rope and you flew up there, and then you tied the rope, and then you let us up?
I mean, I am pretty certain I have rope. I probably have rope. Oh yeah, I've got a lot of rope. I've got 100 feet of rope, apparently. But only 50 of it is for exploration purposes.
I probably also took some of the rope from the room, but I don't know if I own rope. But anyway, yeah.
I mean,
you do now. You just took some.
Yeah, there's 300 feet worth of hempen rope in the storage room. I forget, is rope doled out in 30 or 50
Whatever
foot
it
increments?
Plot
50.
thickens.
Then yeah, it's
The plot infinite.
it's all
Alright,
already
y'all going
pre-cut
upstairs?
in 50
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, before we go upstairs, though,
Alright.
and this is what I grabbed the vials for. I am going to grab a vial of the ruby dust.
So, point of order, downstairs, like in the basement area, it's only silver.
Yeah, no, that before we go upstairs, when we return to ground level.
Yours is ground
I-
floor.
Can I see her doing this?
Yeah, she's not hiding it.
Is there any more vials?
What the fuck? Hold on. As in, does
I
she
think
have
she
any
took
more?
all
I have
6.
6 vials.
Is there any more available in that room?
No, but if you were looking for them in the storage room, then there are a
Okay.
decent number of them.
Marina says, "Ooh, that's a really good idea. Bring them back to study." And so she goes and grabs as many of those vials as she can, puts them in her bag, and then definitely takes one of every color at least.
Oh,
Which one is pushing real hard? Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. For
Alright.
that is I am going to have y'all roll. So you have we'll say you have 12 vials total between the two of you. And what I need from you is to collectively, between the two of you, roll 12d20.
All right.
Okay, it's just each of us roll 6, I guess. Are
Yeah.
you guiding us?
Oh no, no modifier.
1.
Okay. Well, the first one sucked. Is there
2,
any
3,
additional things I'm adding to it?
No, I just need the numbers.
Okay,
4,
2.
Hold on.
5.
If you wouldn't mind,
6.
just write them all down.
Yeah.
We'll just put it in the general chat for our servers for this one. But yeah, she is specifically.
What if I roll the same number?
That's fine.
She is also specifically making sure to collect a vial of the russet brown and the ruby.
She's attempting to do that, certainly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
2, 10,
And don't add them together. I just need each individual number.
4, 2, 15. As you can see, my die is very well balanced.
Okay, so
All right, we've got
You-
3,
That
3,
is very
7,
well round.
13,
Folds up sheet of
16,
paper with
18.
620s.
So Marina manages to get 2 vials of jet black dust, a vial of diamond blue dust, a vial of flame red dust, a vial of amethyst dust.
Okay, I need you to slow down so I can write this. So 2 of jet black, 1 of what?
Hold on. So 2 of jet black, 1 diamond blue, 1 flame red, 1 amethyst, and 1 emerald green. And
Can Marina pour out one of her jet blacks in order to get a different one?
so here's the reason that I had you roll for these is because these like pools, a lot of them have ended up like sort of mixed, and it's very difficult to actually get out what you need.
The bed,
So-
however, is full of hell dust, and she knows that, so she's gonna go collect it there.
Dust and silver dust that is mixed together even worse now that you have jumped on it.
Fair.
But yeah. So we'll get to replacing in a minute. These are just the most these are the ones that you can guaranteed get.
Oh, I see.
All right.
And Dragon, you would have gotten 2 magenta.
All right. 1 sec. 2 magenta.
1 russet.
1 russet. Okay.
1 amber.
1 amber.
1 sapphire blue.
1.
And very impressively, 1 in a spiraling white color. It's like it's kind of hard to distinguish it from the silvery dust. Just looking at it, but once you notice it, it's like constantly shifting.
Hey, Marina, I'll trade you one of these magenta for your flame red. Oh wait, no, not flame red. That was somewhere I thought you had oh wait, no, that's the wrong red. I thought I was looking for ruby red. I can remember what colors are.
When we get back, I'll give you probably half of each of these vials, but I really just need enough to study.
Okay.
Give me half of yours.
Yeah, these are the ones that you can guaranteed collect without A, falling victim to whatever effects they may render upon you, and B, like them being certified pure samples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
she also, if there's more vials, she also would definitely be trying to pick up at least some of every color, even if it's mixed with stuff.
Yeah, you know what? We'll say that there are enough vials that you can get 1 questionable quality vial of every color.
Okay.
Along with what you got. So that's I mean, I could list them all for you, but that doesn't seem worth the time.
Yeah, it's fine.
You have 18 vials worth of questionably colored thingies. All right. So, yes.
All right. So
Where
now
were
that we have those, Sandra is going to use her cloak of the bat and cast polymorph on herself because it's not at all broken to have a 4th level spell on a 3rd level character.
Not at all.
And-
Casting polymorph on herself.
Turn into a bat because that's all she
Turn
can.
herself into a bat.
So
Just a second. I have to find a stat block real quick. You now have an intelligence score of 2 for
Nope,
the duration
incorrect.
of the transformation. Unless it specifically says
Um,
otherwise on the magic item. Because polymorph, wild shape lets you keep your mental scores.
me-
Polymorph does not.
I think
I don't think it specifically says polymorph on
No,
the
it is-
item.
you retain your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
All right. Well done. You don't find yourself craving bread.
Well, I mean,
I
she
might.
might.
Yeah. So,
Fucking rare tier item at level 1.
I rolled for it, okay?
Uh-huh.
I did!
All right. So moving on.
So, she's just, like, flapping around. And she's just, like, showing off a little bit, because, you know, it's cool. I'm a bat.
Skibidi-bidi-yin-da-dun-do.
I'm a bat.
So what's your plan here?
Fly up the broken stairs.
All right. You fly up the broken stairs.
Am I on the 2nd floor?
What's left of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Does it look stable enough that we could stand on it?
It doesn't really look worth standing on. There's a few crumpled walls and a lot of floor, and that's about it.
I'm using my echolocation just because I wanna. There's no practical purpose to it. I just want to do it.
So echolocation, fun fact, is not a thing you use.
Yeah, no.
The bat can't use blind sight while deafened.
Yeah.
I use my ability to not be able to use one of my perception abilities while I'm deafened.
Well, no, because it's a different way of it. Like mechanically, yes, but it's a different way of perceiving.
You have blind sight. You can use your blind sight.
Yeah, no, but like I'm talking about, she's just experiencing the different sense because she doesn't
Fair.
normally have fucking echolocation. So she's like clicking out walls and like hearing the walls.
There's very little wall to see.
All right, I'm gonna like look around to see if it looks worth investigating at all as a person.
Make an investigation check.
Can I make a perception check?
No. Yes.
Can
yeah,
I guide
make a-
myself to do
make
it
a
as well?
perception check. You can make a perception check. You cannot guide yourself.
Fuck.
You are a bat.
10. You cannot guide yourself, you are bad.
So that was 10 on perception? Because I did allow perception. I don't know if
Yes.
you heard me.
I rolled like a 6.
Alright. Yeah, it's just there's some rubble and there's some floors, and that's about it.
Is there rooms at all?
Yeah.
Or just
Not anymore.
so the entire like I mean I know I'm not there, but just to clarify, the entire 2nd floor of this building is no longer there.
Click, 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 click,
Yeah,
click,
it's
click,
like
click.
you get the sense that because you know that there's a bunch of rubble like over
Mhm.
behind where you can see over
Yeah.
here, you get the sense that a not insignificant portion of that was also formerly the 2nd
Click,
floor,
click, 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 click.
and maybe more.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna fly back down and turn back into a tiefling. Yeah, there's not really a 2nd floor anymore. It's pretty much just destroyed.
Well, that sounds like they're trying to hide something. Did you look around?
I did look around. Also,
Did you look
being a
around
bat
good?
is cool!
I kind of want to see for myself.
Okay.
Gonna Misty step up there.
Hold on. So, yeah, I'm thinking of Thunder Step. Misty Step is Thunder Step without the booming sound that does damage to people next to you.
It is a bonus action instantaneous teleport.
Don't you have to be able to see where you're going? It's got a 30-foot range, but I think you have to be able to see it.
Yes, but isn't there a landing up there?
Yes. Just, I had in my mind that you were standing like in the grand hall instead of by the stairs, despite the fact that your icon is clearly at the stairs and at the other stairs.
I can only access one of these pages at a time.
No, I mean the other stairs over there.
No, that's Old Lofen.
Fucking old Lopen can't come to the phone anymore. He's dead. Yeah.
Oh no!
Dead.
My echo
Now-
died.
Don't go back.
Fully dead.
I'm an echo wizard. Forgot to mention.
Neko
I
is
mean, technically speaking, you are Chronergy, right?
Yes, I am Chronergy, but I
So you
do not
do
think
get-
Chronergy lets you create an Echo Knight.
Not an Echo Knight, no, but you do get echoes at higher levels. Anyhow, you get up there. You see a bunch of rubble, some floors, some walls. What would you like to do?
I'd like to look around myself.
Give me a perception check
Not investigation?
or investigation. The fact that you can't fly makes it more likely that an investigation is what you're gonna want to do here.
Yeah, I want to do investigation.
And by want to, I mean yes, roll investigation.
I got 23.
I mean, the tiefling wasn't wrong. There's not a whole lot up here, except you do find a few. You managed to guess at what was probably some other, like at the purpose of some of the rooms up here. Like for instance, a guest bedroom you can guess was in one of the places. But that's about all that's of interest up here. There is one small picture frame that seems to have fallen off of a wall when the walls were destroyed. Shaka, when the walls fell. And the glass is broken, but it's just a smaller portrait of Raban and Babla.
I want to take
And
that.
yeah, you would still have detect magic going, which means you would know that it's not a magic item. But the picture frame itself is probably valuable. It seems to be made of like gold.
I want that.
Are you taking the
Yeah.
picture too?
Yeah.
All right, you got that.
Speaking of pictures, we were going to drag off the big portrait.
Are we
I
sure?
suppose you were gonna attempt that, yes. So are you going back downstairs?
Uh-huh.
How? Are you using another spell slot to Misty Step, or are you just falling, or...
Hey, Keith. You're
Yeah?
tall.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall.
Catch. It's probably like a 2-foot drop into Keith's arm.
It's more like 6. It is a pretty tall floor. Yeah, go ahead and roll. I need both of you to roll dexterity checks.
Yeah, okay.
Specifically, you can use acrobatics if you have the thing in it.
Can I
Proficiency.
use athletics?
No.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you miss him, he's still gonna hit the floor and take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
I
I
got
tried
a
to make
17.
this drawing better, and I just made it worse.
No, that's
No, it's
beautiful.
it's
I love that
perfect.
so much.
I love our cannon boy.
So
I
people-
got a 15.
I got a 17. I think I already said that.
Fortunately, 15 was the faller's DC, and 17 also beat it. So yeah, you managed to make the catch. And you're fine.
Hey!
You do not take 1 bludgeoning damage, which you would have if you had missed.
Honestly, that probably would have killed this guy.
I'll give you like a 6 out of 10.
That would have interrupted concentration.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I rolled
Well,
a
it
6 on my
could have.
theoretical roll.
Fair. Yes. Alright.
So, what? We just go find the captain?
Yeah, and we ask him if we have room on the ship for a fainting couch.
All right.
Let's
I want
pick up
that
that portrait.
fainting couch.
Which one? There are like 5 of them.
Not
I know that we're pirates, but is this like do we steal from people or do we steal from like businesses? Because I feel like someone still lives here.
Nobody lives here.
Okay, I need to explain to you that somebody probably lives here.
Lived here?
I'm an archaeologist. I know a ruin when I see it.
Yeah, and I know a written in recently notebook when I see one.
Alright, Marina, to make you feel better, we'll go meet back up with the captain and look around the island, and if we don't see anyone else living here, we'll come back and take the paintings. But if we do see someone live here, we'll find out if they're a dick or not first. And if they are a dick,
I'm
we'll
totally
steal
okay
from
with
them.
stealing
And
from
if
them.
they're not a dick, we'll just not, I guess.
if
Also, I gotta be honest. I think we just takes from people, right? Like, am I wrong?
Well, usually. I mean, like, most of us are like nice people, so like we try not to like be more mean to people than we need to be.
Yeah,
If
right. Of
they
course.
deserve it.
Yeah, but the bar of need to be is however much we need to take from them, right?
I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Which gets kind of skewed based on how much of a dick they are.
We should probably just go meet the captain.
Yeah.
what's the plan?
And I mean,
Stan?
I mean, we don't have to steal for our pay because we're getting paid for, well, the gun and stuff. So, meh. But I want that. If the guy either doesn't live here anymore or is a dick, I want that fainting couch.
How big is this boat? We are putting a lot of stuff on
It's-
this boat.
Real big. It's a very, very big boat. Think of the biggest pirate ship you can think of, and it's probably about that big.
Wow. A pirate ship the size of Australia, you said.
No, that's Noosa Nah, it's not. Anyway, moving on.
Ironically, though.
Wait, I did it.
Our boy.
So what were we doing?
We were gonna go find the captain, tell him we found the shit, and see if the guy still lives here.
All right. So it's not particularly difficult to find the captain, as largely everything on this island is ruins. So you can just look around and like see where the.
Also, I can, even though I've already used my Oh wait, no, I can only fly in dark or dim light. Fuck, it's daytime.
You can see where the rest of the peeps have gone. And just a second. If I had more motivation this week, I would have had some things prepared right now. But I didn't, so I have to read the book real quick.
Sandra has also, like, moved the silver dust around on herself to, like, highlight and contour and just, like, make herself, like, she's using this as body glitter.
Alright, so, you find the small party that the captain was in, because there were about 2 or 3 away parties that split up to search the island, and the captain was in one of them. You find his party. It's him and Squallow and some unnamed NPCs.
And Tat?
Squallow,
Or is
no,
Tat
Tat
got-
stayed with the ship.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Tat can be the guardian of the ship.
Squallow looks fucking terrified, which is about 10% more scared than he normally looks.
Hey, Captain! Sup?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Find anything in the mansion?
That we did! We found... I'm assuming the shit we were looking for. I think Marina has it in her book. Or Lopen has it. I don't fucking know.
Hey,
I got the
hey,
actual gun, but she's got the designs.
Hold on. So, yes, say the thing that you're gonna say, because if I don't let you talk, you're probably going to keep talking forever.
third best friend. Are you okay? You don't look okay.
Who? Oh. Squall has
Have a
no
ring.
idea who you're talking about.
Well, don't worry. She's directly in his face.
Don't touch any of the red ones.
Oh yeah, they go to hell. Well, one of them goes to hell. One of them goes to somewhere else. I need to figure out which one goes to hell.
The green ones are scary too. Just don't touch any of them.
The
It's
silver
okay,
stuff is
Clara.
okay, and she points to the body glitter she has all over her.
Okay, so because of this body glitter, is Dragon just constantly transported to another realm
No,
mentally?
the silver stuff
Like,
is
no.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, silver stuff. That's right.
Yeah. Anyhow, yes.
Oh, the russet brown stuff is bad too, because that's the other one that's possibly hell. It's either russet brown or ruby red.
She Marina like reaches up to like pat Squallow's head and is like there, and as she is, she's like pulling out some of her rations and she's like, have a snack.
He just like silently like just eats and just like 1,000-yard stares off into the distance.
Have I had time to finish what I need to map out this island?
Like the exterior of the island or the layout?
I'd prefer the layout.
Yeah, like
So if you want to get a full map of the layout of like the town, you'll probably have to walk around a bit with the captain's party. But you've mostly had time to get like a lot.
I think Lopin was also using his owl for some of that.
Yeah, I send the owl up to get bird's eye views of the area.
Yeah, the owl very quickly got the exterior and has a good deal of the layout, but yeah, it'll be a little bit more time.
I also need to clarify that Marina has definitely told Squallow, like apologized to Squallow, but now Squallow is only her third best friend, not her first best friend.
Swallow.
Before this time.
So I would say roll an insight check, but there's like a 0% chance that Marina would notice this. So I'm going to tell you anyway. Squallow seems relieved to have been moved down in the rank.
So Sandra's like, all right, Marina, I need to know what is your best friend ranking?
Okay, so first it goes Taz, and then the hand, and then Squallow, and then my bodyguard here, and she points to Keith, and then probably Lopin because I shot him, I let him shoot me, and then you, and then Tiger's Eye, and then the captain.
The captain just like sighs. Not like disappointed, just not disappointed in his ranking.
Yeah, I should clarify.
Like, what did he get himself into? But this sigh seems like a sigh that he has sighed thousands of times throughout his life.
Captain,
Just remember,
important
buddy,
question.
The only one here you actually wanted.
First of all, does it seem like there are any inhabitants on this island? Or does it seem pretty deserted?
Well, I don't know. What exactly do you mean? Do you mean, does anyone live here, or did anyone live
Well, we know people did live here because we found footprints that seemed decently recent. But I'm talking about, like, active inhabitation.
There are a lot of dead bodies. They're all, like... It looks like there was a fight, and it looks like it was recent.
Oof.
There are a lot... They all look pretty similar. They all
Were any of them elephants?
Loxodons.
Also, no. Also, this
Marina
is just something that you would probably know about the captain. He is, in fact, from Kulthum, so he has met plenty of A, Loxodons, and B, elephants in his time. But anyway, lots of dead bodies. They all look pretty similar. They have these weird, curvy swords and sort of yellowish green skin. Goblin-y noses,
pointy ears, very tall. They're all wearing like a military armor. It seems ritualistic.
Hmm.
It looks like there was a fight, and whatever side they were on lost, and lost hard.
Marina pulls out the journal that she found and is like trying to trying to skim through to see if there was any like specific enemies to the island.
So fun fact, this is something that you would get from the journal just by skimming. It's never mentioned that this place was an island.
Fair.
This place is
Marina-
never as an island.
Marina puts that in her mental things to think about later. But if there was any specific enemies to this area, I guess is a better way to put it.
So, and
Uh,
Sandra's just gonna be like, so, I'm gonna do like a complete total shift, but do we have room on the ship for a fainting couch?
I mean, yeah, you probably have room in your room for a fainting
Hell yeah.
couch.
Ha ha! Well, like, I didn't really in, like, the other one, like, I just wanted to make certain we had, like, room. Because there's a sweet fainting couch in that mansion, and I want it.
Are you talking about the one that sends you to hell?
No, that's the bed. The bed sends you to hell. And it doesn't send
Right.
you to hell, it just lets you see it, and I'm only, like, I'm still, like, 50-50 on which one's actually hell.
So
They're all
fainting
hell.
couches, by the way, take 2x1 space on a map. So like, I see. We have
Our boy.
just more canon. Anyhow, where were we?
Discussing the fainting couch.
I mean, yeah. Why?
Why what?
Why do you ask?
About the fainting couch?
There's room, yeah.
Because I want it.
Yeah, I don't care. So you said you found what we were looking for?
Yeah. Marina has, like, the design things, and we found, like, a gun that shoots a rope that if you hit somebody with it, it snares them to the ceiling.
Those
Okay.
were certainly a lot of words. I know what all of them mean. But
It's a gun,
yes,
but
I
it
know
doesn't.
what I
It
think I
doesn't
understand.
shoot bullets. It shoots a magic rope that, if it hits someone, snares them to the ceiling, and if it doesn't hit someone, it leaves like a trap there that's like invisible. That if somebody walks on it, snares them to the ceiling.
I see.
Then I
Yeah,
think there was like some
sounds
other
pretty
nerd shit they were talking about. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, the blueprints.
Right, the blueprints for Cusco, the blueprints design. As in, like, for the gun?
Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds about right. Anyhow, if we found what we came for, I suppose we can circle up, unless we can circle up and roll out, unless anyone really wants to explore these decimated ruins.
I would like to.
All right, well,
I'd
have
like
fun.
a little bit more time to finish the map of this place, in case we ever have to come back.
That is a good point. It would be nice to have a map that actually shows what's on this island and not just a little dot.
I would like to guide myself in a survival check, possibly, to see if I can figure out where the other side of this fight went.
Well, first you
Right
gotta go.
here.
Right.
Yeah,
So y'all doing that?
Sandra
Yeah,
is.
I would also like to figure out if this is recent in the form of like
How decayed the
actually
bodies
recent,
are.
or if it's recent in the form of preserved.
So, important question. Do y'all intend to go with the do you intend to ask the captain to go back with you, or do you want to just have him point the way to the
I'm gonna
fight
tell him
was?
that's what we're doing, and if he wants to come, like, that's cool, but he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Alright, it's back that way.
Cool. And Sandra just like saunters off.
And when you arrive at the scene,
Mm-hmm.
you see several bodies,
Yay!
which are dead,
Oh.
and they look like the thing that I'm flipping to the page of right now.
Yay!
Yay!
Uh,
Which is a monster stat block. Oh.
they look
They look like a monster stat block.
like that.
Huh.
Oh! Yay!
Yeah, they look like that, and there's a bunch of them, and they're all dead as fuck.
Out of character, I love the GIF. In character, I've got no idea what those are.
Hey,
These are some weirdos.
Vizzy,
Wait,
do you
are
know
there any
why
cool-
this guy who is living here would have beef with, these guys?
Oh, because they're elves and elves are cunts?
Yeah, that tracks.
These do not look quite like elves.
Yeah, I've not exactly seen a green elf, I don't think.
I
They look-
have.
Like,
They were especially cunty.
these people, whoever they are, you're muted if you're talking
Yeah,
to
I
us.
realized. Could I maybe roll to see if I know what these are with the fact that I am very well traveled?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Probably an Arcana check, if anything, right?
Because you would almost assuredly never have run into one of these on the material plane.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because they live exclusively in they live almost exclusively in two planes, and neither of them, I can guarantee that you have never been to either of them.
Might I have stumbled upon them through one of my hyperfixations?
Did you take encyclopedic knowledge?
You know, do roll an Arcana check, because I've thought of a way that they may be documented somewhere.
Well, that is a 19.
You have heard tell of big, tall, like tall-ish, slender, green-ish, silver-skinned people with pointy ears and big hair, which these people have. But what you've heard
Mm-hmm.
is that the closest thing you can think of that looks like this, most encounters with them are not survived. So they're very rarely written about, and the ones that are written about are from people who are like, I just survived fucking going out into the astral sea and getting jumped by these green things that wanted to kill me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question.
Yes?
Are there any cool-ass weapons littered around the battleground?
Yes.
Nice.
A lot of them are holding their curved swords.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick one up.
Hold on a second. Let me double check something.
Yeah. Again, out of character, I know some things about this idea that I've had, but in character, it seems like a great idea.
Oh. Should I go ahead and roll while you're looking that up?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. It is a magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It is made of silver.
Okay, great.
You know, if a weapon is magic and not mundane, you can tell that it is magic just by, like, picking it up.
Oh, okay.
And it's silver tipped, like the sharp edge is silver. And it seems to just be a +1 greatsword. A very cool looking +1 greatsword.
Great.
Do all these
I'm gonna take it.
guys have magic items?
They all have these +1 greatswords.
How many are there?
Hold on.
Is their armor special?
Not particularly.
Alright. The captain was already here, right? Why didn't he take the? Like,
Is that open asking?
yeah, I guess.
I mean, he might be circling back around for him. I don't know.
Like,
Oh, but
Nobody
he-
in our specific group can use this, but that's
I'm-
probably a upgrade for somebody on the crew. And even if not, we can sell them.
The captain doesn't need a magic sword. He's got a magic gun.
I rolled really well.
Would you roll on survival?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a natural 20 plus 9.
All right. So,
just
you
barely-
get a pretty
Following
good.
is a joke. Re-roll that.
Well, you get a pretty good sense of what went down during this fight.
Mhm.
Like you just go galaxy brain on the tracks, and it looks like these people, whoever they are, were all here. This is inside of the ruin of a building, by the
Yeah.
way. I probably should've-
And I'm gonna, like, kind of narrate this to them so I can sort of just keep them on the same page.
You can like visualize like exactly how this fight went down. There were these 7 people in this
Mhm.
building. They seem to have been searching like through the building. When they encountered another person, just one. And that one person seems to have blasted them all away with spells. And then turned around, walked a few feet away, and there appears to be what looks like the residual of a teleportation circle spell. No, it would have just been a straight teleport spell. Of a teleport spell, by which I mean he walks away, and then suddenly the tracks like vanish in a way that would imply that that teleportation has happened.
Are the spells elephant sized?
The
She's
spells?
She's asking this to
The spells
Sandra.
I
Yeah,
don't-
the ones that we used.
are the tracks elephant sized, like Loxodon
Yeah, that-
sized.
I mean, yeah, that too, but also the spells. Like he
Yeah,
cast a teleportation spell.
The tracks are in fact Loxodon size,
Uh,
but sorry.
Spells don't. The blah blah blah. Blah. That's the whole statement, just blah.
great. I
Okay,
think
but what
Jared
I'm saying
came-
is that the circle or whatever it would be around the teleportation spell, if we would be able to recognize the spell as having been there, would be around the size of whoever it was, right?
It's not that there's a circle so much as the tracks just stop, but there's nowhere for them to have gone. So, I guess the
And
teleportation is just sort of a little bit of an assumption on my part.
So yes, the you feel like you can safely assume teleportation as opposed to just leaping or flying away
Yeah.
because of how
Yeah.
the dust
Because
resettled.
they
into
just
the
like
track.
stop. There's no like, because like if you jump up, you're gonna shift the ground somewhat. So it's just there and then not. But yes, they do appear to be Loxodon tracks.
Also, with a fucking 29, you can tell that this happened outside of any preservation effects that may have been affecting the town.
So it would have happened recently.
Yeah.
Okay. So hey, Lopin.
Yeah?
What school of magic is teleportation?
It's not abjuration, by the way. I think it's conjuration.
Yeah, it's conjuration.
No.
So there were 2 elephants.
That's what?
Hey, Vizzy,
Yes.
do you know anything about these guys? And I'm gonna gesture to like the dead people, or why why this Rabin or Babala might have had, like, what might have been going on here? You got anything for him?
Based on what you just said, it seems that he was in this place, and they also were in this place, and they were looking for something, maybe him, maybe something else. But what they found was him, and they tried to kill him, so he killed them instead, and then he left.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
I like the gambling cat girl. She's really insightful.
But if your question is what these things are, that I could not tell you.
I should probably actually introduce you to the captain at some point.
He seems a nice man.
Oh,
I have seen him.
yeah.
I have seen most things that you have seen since I have been with you. Was that all you wanted to ask me?
Yeah?
Marina has definitely expressed that that these are extraplanar beings and that they shouldn't be on this plane.
That, yes, I suppose. I don't think we had whatever these are. I don't think we really had them in my.
Who knows? Yeah. Yeah, I just sort
Wait,
of
what
wanted.
do you mean they shouldn't be on this plane? Like,
No ticket.
like they are? Are they not supposed to exist on flat surfaces?
Okay, so you remember how we all touched all those shiny things, the like webs?
I don't think I actually did that.
Oh, okay, here, touch this one. I just point to one.
Oh, okay. And I touch it.
It's not a gray one. That's the only thing.
That's a 2. Let me open the DMG to page 47.
Jet black.
Oh, right. It would make sense that would be here. When you touch it, you see vast nothing. Just nothing as far as your eyes can see.
Wow. It makes you go blind.
But, so, for the record, you can tell, because it's important that you can tell, that this feels very distinctly different from being blind.
I've never been blind before, so I don't know how I would know.
I mean,
You have assumedly closed your eyes before.
You can tell that whatever it is that's there, you are seeing it, but what is there is nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so now that you've done that, that is a different plane of existence, and these belong in one of those planes of existence. Not like that one, whatever you saw. I don't know, but that.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, okay. Touch a different one. Not the gray one.
Well, okay. I touch
14.
another one.
It's an orange one, and it's
Okay.
real nice. It's like about as nice as it gets. It's a very pleasant feeling.
Can I just stay here in this one? This is great.
Feel like this is probably where. I mean, I don't know how much you care about the gods of this world as Keith, but you feel like this is probably where Sastashala would be.
This baby has some opinions about that.
Okay, cool. Wow, does this mean I'm a god now?
You also really, really, really want to keep touching this. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Can I intentionally fail and just keep touching it?
I mean, you can keep touching it, but I still need you to make the saving throw.
I got a 17, actually.
Yeah. So you're not compelled to keep touching it. You're not compelled to, like, do whatever you can to keep touching it.
I think Keith is in fact compelled to keep touching it.
Anyway, you're not magically compelled to keep touching it.
Alright.
So, does it
Anyway.
seem as though I've gleaned all I'm gonna glean from this?
From the track? Pretty much.
Okay.
So it takes you there are spells that take you out of those planes and into our plane, and that's probably what happened with these guys. And I don't know why they came here.
So, are they gods or are they nothing?
I mean, beings.
Oh, they're dead now.
I mean, other beings on other
Yeah,
can just
true.
be other beings. Like
Yeah,
other
but-
planes are inhabited by things that are still things and people, but not gods.
And he said, "Be you angels?" We said, "Nay, we are but men."
Yeah. Anyway, Keith, Tiger's Eye, come help me lift the fainting couch.
Okay.
All right, we're just.
Oh, Marina is definitely looking around everything to see if there's anything else she can understand.
You've pretty much worked it all out. By you, I mean Sandra.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she also turns to Miriam and is like, yeah, this guy's definitely gone. I'm getting that fainting couch.
Yeah, it would appear that he left. I guess we can take his paintings too then.
Wait, hold on a minute. There were 2 people in all the painting. And only 1 person here.
I mean, wasn't the other one a warrior?
Yeah.
She looked like a fighter, yeah.
So this is probably the husband. Unless you guys used to run around in full plate blasting spells. I know it's hard for me.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I don't even wear leather, so. But I only cast the 1 spell.
Is that spell fist?
Oh, no, I can actually cast a spell. It's really cool. I'm not gonna cast it right now, because I can only do it once
Oh.
a day.
Marina's going to check the journal for mentions of the woman Loxodon. It was they were a woman, right?
Yeah.
Yes. His wife, Babla. She's mentioned pretty
I thought
frequently.
Babala was the warrior.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
Raban.
the journal keeper is the dude. Okay.
Yeah.
She's mentioned fairly frequently. They loved each other quite a lot. And there's no mention of no mention of her disappearing or leaving.
What about in the later pages, closer to the page before the last page?
She, from what you can glean, it seems like she was still with him towards the end of the journal, towards the end of what he was writing.
Hey,
He
hey,
mentions her.
Lopin.
Yeah, what's up?
Can a teleport spell take more than one person at once?
Some of them can. I mean, the only one I know can't, but it sounds like this wasn't exactly Misty Step.
Wait, can you not take one willing target with Misty Step?
No.
Yeah, that must just be Thunderstep.
Well, if she wasn't like whoever like honestly, it's really hard to tell which one because we just know that they were blasting spells, but honestly, like maybe we hey, Vizzy, do you know if Babala was any sort of caster?
She never was running in my circles.
So probably not. So I'd honestly, my guess would be that because he said save the village, that kind of implies people were there. So maybe like wherever he teleported away to, he sent Babla with them first as like a protector in case this went south or in case there was something bad there. Who knows? We're trying to piece together a puzzle with many missing pieces.
Is there any Lopin, is there any way to trace where a teleportation spell went?
Can I do that?
I'm opening the book. Oh, hold There's no mention of being able to track it.
Do other teleportation spells have mention of it?
Not really.
I feel like there should be a way, but if Nick doesn't want to sit down and like figure it out, then that's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I am completely out of my weight class here.
Yeah. Lopin certainly doesn't know of any way, and I
Yeah.
also don't know of any way off the top of my head.
Yeah, you'd probably have to come up with rules, so that's
I mean,
fair.
I feel like if you were just trying to trace where they'd go, you'd have to like trace the person.
Oh, like scry the person?
Yeah, like if to see where they were going, just like, or like if you be there when they left and have some sort of way to know where they went.
Yeah, if you know who teleported, you could scry the target and just see where they are. You could probably use like a commune spell to get vague hints. Other than that, unless the DM's willing to let you combine an Arcana check and detect magic, there's not much you can do.
Also, the spell which was used to teleport him away is of the 7th level, so it's doubtful that you would be able to
counter it with a first level spell and an Arcana check. I could see an argument for I also teleport. I'm gonna stand in the same place and teleport to wherever they went last.
If it was a teleportation circle, I could see that, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, I actually really do want to check those portraits because I have okay. So something that's really common, and don't tell me when I told you this, okay? It's probably like really common knowledge, okay? But like rich people like to have secret rooms where and they hide them, or like secret safes, and they hide them behind the portraits. So I really want to check the portraits.
You mean the one that you stopped us from taking off the wall?
I think you already looked behind the portraits last session.
Yeah, no. Marina made a specific mention of checking behind the portraits.
Oh, I really thought that we had not checked behind them.
No, you did.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I already did that, and I don't care anymore.
Alright. To the mansion?
Yes.
Sure.
Away!
Swampy, away! Sorry. You made mention before of you're on the way to the mansion.
Yeah.
You made mention before of maybe seeking Raban out. I think this is a good idea, though I do not think any of you are powerful enough for the scrying.
Could you
But-
do that dream thing you did?
I could. Yes, I could speak with him in dream. I could try it. He must be asleep first. I can send someone else's messenger. I could do that.
Send me. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, send her. She's
You might
got
want to
a
not
lot of
send
questions.
Marina, or we might not get back
would
any
say-
useful info.
You'll get all of the useful info. What are you talking
We'll get
about?
all of the info, but it'll just be like
If I were to send anyone else's messenger, I think the wizard would be the one. Anyhow, supposing that does not work, because sometimes it is less than 100%, would be a good idea. Scrying, it is easier if you have something of his.
we'll have his fainting couch.
What about
We can go to like
take one of his
yeah, I'll
What
go
about
back to
his
his room
journal?
and like take the shirt or something.
We have
journal may also work. Yes, which is a good
I
point.
have this
You already-
photo.
That also could help. Yes.
Also, aren't we, taking his portraits?
Yes.
You are robbing this man his portrait. He does not need them. If it is him still here and he is still alive, he does not need them.
Well, if we find him, we can always give them back to him. Maybe he's missing them for sentimental value.
I mean,
Oh, did
we
he bleed
are
anywhere in the fight?
pirates.
Yeah, but
Hey,
these
This
are
is a
portraits.
question, I assume, to T. You're asking to T, did he bleed?
Sandra, did he
Or
bleed
Sandra, I don't
anywhere
know.
in that fight?
Did he bleed
The
anywhere in
person-
that fight?
He was hit once, yes.
Yeah, actually, I think I saw where he would have been hit at one point.
Do we have any more vials?
Oh,
It's
Oh.
probably in some dirt or on a rock or something. We can just use a handkerchief.
yeah.
Tell me you barbarians don't carry a hanky.
Oh, I have plenty of things to keep blood on. I
have
mean,
plenty of things
mostly,
to keep blood in. Like mother blood!
mostly like my fists and my shirt. Well, my vest.
Oh, I've got a shirt in my backpack. Sometimes people tell me to put it on.
Yeah, we
I
could just
don't
use
like to,
Keith's
though.
shirt. It's fine. Probably. Is that fine, Izzy, or would that like cross-contaminate the sample or something?
Oh, it doesn't have anything on it. Never been used.
It's magical blood. It's blood you are using in magic. As long as you have his blood, it does not
Okay.
matter.
I was just looking through this like bag that I have. I don't need my water skin anymore. I've got this endless water maker.
All right, so I'm gonna take Keith's shirt and like take that
Pick up
sample
the
of
blood.
Raban's blood, which I have already put in my inventory.
I've got a useless water skin too, but that's just because I don't drink water.
What do you drink? Ale?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of times just nothing, though.
I wonder how nothing is.
Well, pretty bland, really. Everything's pretty bland these days.
So we are on our way to the mansion to get that fainting couch. All right, lifty boys, let's do this.
Yeah, it's light enough that two characters with 18 strength can lift it without having to roll checks.
Okay, yeah, Ryan's helping. Ryan's in here with me right now.
And by help, by Sandra helping them move, she she meant I'm going to watch two strong people lift things and be a little thirsty.
How much furniture are we stealing from Raban, by the way?
Just the feigning couch and his portraits, but I think we're rolling the portraits
Yeah.
up. Is there anything on the backs of the portraits?
Canvas.
Okay.
Are the frames particularly valuable?
Yes.
Alright, we can just
We
pile
can just
those
take
on
the
the fainting
frames.
couch.
Yeah.
Now, there are like 5 frames, and they are somewhat heavy, so that might require a check if we could just put all of the frames on the one fainting couch.
Can Sandra will if she can carry one and say she's helping.
One painting?
Yeah,
What's her strength score?
9.
You know the SpongeBob cartoon where he's trying to pick up his dumbbells and his arms pop off?
Hey, that's
Uh,
only a -1 to strength.
Can
yeah,
Can
but these
me-
things weigh like 50 pounds apiece. You can roll strength checks if you want.
Which one?
can me, Sandra, the mage hand, and an
Can-
all work together to get one painting?
And
Can
a what?
unseen servants lift things?
I can ritualistic cast it. Let's see.
Hey, my carrying
Hold on.
capacity is
I think they can
135
lift up-
pounds.
And
They
how
can
much
lift-
of it are you using?
Like 83.
Okay.
The unseen servant has a strength of 2.
I can carry
mage
50
hand
pounds
can lift
without
10
being
pounds.
unencumbered.
I think the mage hand can lift 5 pounds.
No, it's 10. We checked.
It's 10.
Yeah, we checked last week. Or the week before. I don't remember. But we have definitely checked in this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, yes. Sandra can, with much difficulty, by herself, carry one of the paintings.
Alright. Can me and 2 summons get a painting?
Yeah, sure. Your mage hand can lighten the load. I mean, you probably don't need the unseen servant because it's also slower than you. I think. Let me double check.
Yeah, because this was an issue with Jeremy and Tick.
Yes, unseen servants can only move 15 feet in a turn. Though I suppose, technically speaking,
I'm not gonna be sprinting holding this thing anyway.
this is the same as dragging a creature, so it would reduce your. It weighs 50 pounds, which is as much as a small-sized creature.
What's up?
Oh, we're stealing Raban's paintings of him and his wife.
Perfect.
Anyway, 50 pounds is about the weight of a small-sized creature, so that's within a size category of you, so it would count as carrying a creature, which would mean that your move speed would be halved.
Which is less than 15, so we're good.
It's fine.
Marina is not carrying a painting and instead drawing all of the different architectural similarities and differences between now and then, as well as how the frames are built and things like that.
Alright, looks like an unseen servant can carry 30 pounds. So my summons can do the majority of the work, and I just have to look like I'm helping.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless you could summon 2 mage hands, and then they could carry it by
I cannot. My character is not, in fact, a mage hand holding a piece of bread.
God. Fucking.
Or a piece of bread carrying itself with
If
mage
you
hand.
have a wand of mage hand, can you summon 2 mage hands?
In theory,
Presumably, but I don't know if those are real.
I mean, they're not in the DMG, I don't think, but the DMG is basically you can put whatever spells you want in a wand, as long as they meet these criteria.
Alright. Anyway, so we're carrying the shit back to the ship. And we can take 2 trips, it's fine. We ain't got anywhere to be.
Yeah, it's a pretty unconsequential move. Though you do encounter the captain on the way, and he does tell you to put everything but the fainting couch in the loot room. And would the boatswain have a key to the loot room? Probably. Yeah,
We have a key to the loot room.
I
It's
guess
called
you could.
politely knocking.
You could use knock on it, I suppose. It is a mundane lock, a very sturdy mundane lock. But yeah, Tiger's Eye probably has a key. So yeah, he lets you keep the fainting couch, but he tells you to put everything else in the loot room.
Cool.
Nice.
I need to figure somewhere that isn't my room right now for the fainting couch, because I don't want the little rat babies to gnaw on this.
I
Captain, before they go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There are a bunch of swords back there that look pretty nice. Why are we taking those? Take whatever you want.
That's the exchange.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you want us to put the web vials in the loot room? Because I would really like to study those on the way back.
I don't think they're really worth anything. Keep them.
I mean, the silver stuff makes great body glitter.
Are worth
And,
so much.
and she's
in
just gonna
knowledge.
Monetarily, I don't think they're worth anything. You can keep them.
just letting the sun hit her. I'm even more radiant than usual.
Excuse you, these are worth a lot more than you would think.
That body glitter does look great.
I mean, in theory we could sell these, but I can't imagine Kultum has any use for them, and they're kind of the biggest buyer of everything. So.
I like how you're both arguing that your thing is worth more, even though it being worth more means you don't get to keep it.
I really think that these would sell really well in paraphernalia.
Yeah, I guess. Paraphernalia are weird.
Anyway, I would like to study them though. Can I keep them?
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. After that, you move the stuff without issue.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to go back for the rest of the swords?
Yup.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
Is that even a question? Is it loot?
You get all of the swords as well. And the captain would have said earlier to also put any extra swords in the loot room.
Hey,
So we
Merida.
have like 6 swords in the loot room right now.
I would probably keep one just for the sake of having one.
Hey, Merida.
Yeah?
Hey, you make magic stuff, right? Like, I've seen stuff that you make, and some of it's magic, right?
Yes.
Um, do do you think that maybe you could turn one of these swords into fists?
Alright, I'm assuming we make a second
Is
trip
that
for
a
the rest of the
thing?
paintings too.
Is there any possible way Marina could think of to turn the magic from the sword into a gauntlet? Or like brass knuckles?
No.
I don't think so, but if I think of a way, you'll be the first to know.
Okay,
But
great. Thanks.
also, if you two each took one painting, then the other 3 in the fainting couch that would have been easy enough for Keith
Yeah.
and Tiger's Eye to move together, no issue.
Yeah,
We
okay.
in just one trip.
Cool. Alright, so I have in the loot room right now 5 plus 1 great swords and 5 paintings.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep note of
I
that.
also want one.
Okay.
It
Oh,
uses
the great
me.
swords? In
So
that case, 4
4.
plus 1 great swords.
It
Also-
uses me.
Don't just write plus 1 great swords, write silvered Githyanki swords.
I was planning on taking all of them. I don't know if I like mentioned that. But if
I mean-
nobody else is taking them, I would like all 7. And I'll put them in the loot room.
Yeah. I mean, the captain said if you intend to use one, keep it. Otherwise, or like, if you intend to use any swords you intend to use, keep. If you just want one to look at, then you can keep one. Otherwise, put them in the loot room.
I guess I'll keep one to look at.
I like how this party that has nobody who can actually use a greatsword, nobody willing to actually use a greatsword, has taken
Fucking-
3 greatswords.
I have proficiency in great swords.
Might also, I'm not sure. But I'm not
I do
going to.
not, but I can swing one. That +1 brings me up to a +0 to hit.
Nice.
Marina is mostly keeping it in case,
To study, I'm guessing, because she's a nerd.
well, partly to study, but also, in case there's a point at which she thinks she'll end up in some sort of melee fight.
That greatsword is probably the size of Marina.
Magic
It's- yeah.
items shrink to fit your
Magic armor does.
magic
I
armor.
don't-
I thought weaponry did too.
That changes from edition to edition. I don't know the specific rule in 5e.
Also, great swords typically weigh like 6 pounds. These weigh about 8. So in theory, a mage hand could carry one.
Mage hand with
But
great swords.
Also, I mean,
Hey,
you
if
can't
nothing
actually
else-
swing it, but you can carry it.
If nothing else, she'll give it to Taz.
Yes!
All
Yes,
right.
yes. I want
It
the
looks
tassel worm with a
like-
great sword in its mouth.
It looks
'Cause
like the default assumption is anyone can use any magic item. There's variant rules if you want armor to not resize, and it specifically mentions you can have like story reasons for something to be the wrong size.
Yes. So
But for the most part, you don't go to a shop and be like, "Make my greatsword smaller."
these great swords specifically are created exclusively for a specific group of people. And in fact, I mean, if you use presumably you're gonna like identify these at one point or at some point. In the hands of a Githyanki, they're +3 great swords.
Nice.
But yeah.
So all we gotta do is
So-
find some Yankee to sell them to. What's
So
a
here-
Yankee?
Here's the question I have for
So,
you.
well,
the
you know in
DM.
the hands of people that they're made for, they're a +3. Yes, question?
Can you trick a magic item with disguise self?
No.
I mean, you're not gonna get psionic powers with this guy's self, but
Yeah, that is a very key part of it.
So if you have
We
psionic
get
powers,
psionic powers.
If
Is
you
it-
get psionic powers and you roll high enough on deception, if you roll a nat 20 on deception and have a +9 at least modifier, and you somehow get psionic powers, then yes, the great sword will function as a +3 instead of a +1.
so theoretically
so-
it's doable.
So it's specifically Githyanki,
Yeah, it doesn't work.
and you have
Sorry.
to lie using your psionics.
Pretty much. But yeah, you don't actually know the term Githyanki. Like, Identify doesn't tell you that. You just know that in the hands of those things that had them, which are who they were made for, they're +3.
Alright.
Anyhow, where were we? Moving on? I think we had.
Yeah,
everything
we
cared about this island.
yeah. So I'm gonna catch the captain up to speed with what I galaxy brained about the fight scene. And just be like, oh yeah, so the other day I found a like a Cartomancer's deck when we were out doing some stuff in New Stash. But there's like a Tabaxi woman living in it. Hey Vizzy, say hi.
Hello, I am
Hello.
Visions of the Sea. You may call me Vizzy. Oh, the deck said that,
She
Yeah,
can like
that's-
manifest herself too sometimes.
which she does at that point. Hello, Visions of the Sea. Pleasure to meet you. I can't shake your hand as this is illusion, but hello. Pleasure to meet you too. I'm Captain Anthony Cole, former Kultumet. Why am I telling you this? Moving on.
Also, she's like really old and kind of knew the guy who lived here.
That is far more interesting. Ever since Roach disappeared, we haven't really had any experts on pre-sundering.
Yeah, I think she is pre-sundering.
Yes, that I would be, yes.
And I think she called herself the Illusionist, and she's mentioned like the Evoker and the Seer and the Necromancer. And apparently the Seer made the magic maps.
And the 9 mages majesty.
Oh, they're all in decks now, apparently.
So that's who Madviv is.
Wait, did we establish that they were all indexed?
Yes,
Yeah.
she said that Necromancer put them
Okay.
there.
Interesting.
Marina also brings the captain up to speed on any information that she may have already gleaned from the journal and lets him know that she'll be reading this probably all night.
I could have danced all night. Good to know. Yeah, that journal will. I mean, you're a member of the Noosa Stash like research team, so you can probably keep your hands on it. But the rest of the team is probably going to want to see.
I also already took notes of the blueprints, but I do have those too. I figure you'll probably want them in the treasure room so that they can go up to the higher ups later.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the loot room's probably a good place to keep them safe. As for the gun itself, you said it's just a snare gun.
Basically, yeah.
I doubt that they'll care. You can probably keep the gun.
That's good. I did not bother to put it in the inventory.
Yeah, I actually have to make that as a custom magic item, and then I'll give it to whichever one of you keeps it. But yeah,
Probably either me or Lopin, since we're the ranged fighters.
Sandra's gonna like go back to her room with some fresh meat for the shark rats, and assess the kind of damage they've made in her absence.
they were in cages, right?
No, she let them out while she was gone.
Okay.
She just kept them.
Roll a
You know-
d20.
Marina made them a very like enriching cage, why would you take them out?
She didn't take them out, she let them out. Like, the cage is open.
Yes, but why?
So they have room. There's 7 of them. 11.
Yeah, you let them out when you're in the room.
11 on the D20.
Yeah.
I hope you're not too attached to any of those star charts, cause.
No, she specifically packed everything away.
Oh, okay.
Like, I made a point of saying this last session, is before she let them out, she packed anything they could ruin away.
I hope you're not too attached to any of those star charts, because they nibbled through the fucking. They didn't destroy anything important,
Like,
but they did do.
She's
They
looked
did
at.
do a good amount of damage to A, the things that you were keeping the important things in,
Yeah.
and B, a little bit of damage to the important things themselves.
She's looked at the stuff. Like, she'll just recreate what's damaged. They're my babies. Also, like, she invites, like, whoever wants to come, if anyone wants to come, chill with the wharf rats.
Oh no, Marina's definitely going back to make sure Taz is okay
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
reading through that book.
Yeah. And, like, Tiger probably has boatswainly stuff to do while we're casting off. But it's like an open invitation.
Whatever.
Ah, they're my little babies. Aw. Fizzy, look at them. Aren't they precious?
Oh, the rat sharks.
Yeah.
They are.
Mhm.
They look good.
Yes. Alright,
Like-
Alright.
Like to eat. I imagine they would like rat and fish together.
I have no idea. I haven't eaten one, but she's gonna gesture to the mama one. Like, this is Sekhmet. She's the mama. And this is I don't know. I don't know if they're how they're actually related, but this seems to be like their aunt or something, because this is also an adult, but like not the mother. I've been calling her Saya.
And this is baby. I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Yeah.
Not the mama.
Yeah.
So,
And these here are the 3 girls. I've been calling this one Philea. This one Sinika or Cinny, and this one Demaya. And then here we've got our 2 little boys, Chiron and Tallow.
you
Or
named them
Yallow.
after. You named them after the Celestials.
Well, most of them are.
Well, not all Celestials.
Well, no. Sekhmet, Philea, Demaya, and Chiron are all infernal names. Saya, Cinny, and Yallo are well, they're more like named after my mom, like her culture.
Is-
They're Finnish
You
names.
do not know of Chiron anymore.
Kairon.
It's a different Chiron, I suppose.
Mm.
In the old days, there was a Chiron.
Do I know this Chiron?
I don't know. Roll an Arcana check, or no, religion. They're probably the same mod. I don't think you have proficiency in either of them, but
I don't have proficiency in any int-based stat.
make a religion check.
15.
Yeah, you're aware of, in some, particularly it seems to have survived in Vornese culture.
Yeah.
There is there's a celestial being known as Chiron, Chairon, who is known to be like a messenger
Yeah.
of gods.
Oh yeah, like I suppose. Yeah, but that's more in like from Born, and I'm not really from there. I've never really like been there. I'm from like the whole other side of the world.
What is a Vorn?
It's a country.
Oh, I see.
And Sandra's gonna take one of the maps and it's like, it's here. I'm
These
from
all are
here.
these all are different governments.
Yeah, like, and she's gonna like gesture vaguely at the world governments.
Interesting. This is new. Many things are new now.
How are the wharf rats reacting to their feeding?
Roll an animal handling check.
I'm gonna guide myself to like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, you're actively
Yeah.
handling these animals. So yes.
22.
Quite well.
I think they're warming up to me. Are any of them letting me pet them yet?
With a 22, yeah, one of the younger ones, one of the boys.
Yeah.
Roll a die to decide which one, if you care.
Alright. Evens, it's Chiron. Odds, it's, Yalo. Evens, it's Chiron. Which makes sense, because I have his personality written down as curious.
That's also really funny considering he's the one that you guys were just talking about.
Oh. Who's my good boy? Oh. How's Sekhmet taking me petting this?
Well, I don't like it. She doesn't like it, but she's not, like, trying to kill you.
I need to get them so where I can let them out, because I was thinking maybe I'd give the boys to Tiger's Eye, because at some point we're going to need to separate the boys and girls so they don't reproduce out of control. But now I'm thinking, because the boys seem like they're calmer, so maybe if I can get them to sort of tolerate the crew, not get into too much trouble, maybe letting the girls have the run of the ship, and the boys just keeping in my room.
The big bugbear in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah, Gunny.
How do you think he would feel about it?
I don't know, that's a good question.
He does not seem like the kind of person who would want wharf rats running around on his
That's
ship.
fair. I want them to be able to have their space and just live freely.
I want that to be another DM's problem.
All right, so Sandra's gonna try and pick up Saiha, the ant,
Give me another animal handling check.
whose personality I have written down as aggressive, protective, but more curious / willing to venture out than Sekhmet. I'm gonna guide myself. So like 13 plus that's 13 plus 2 is 15, 19.
Yeah. It goes well.
Alright. I am gonna see how you react to the rest of the ship, because I feel like Sekhmet will destroy everything if I try and take one of her babies out, and I don't want to take the mother away from the babies if I can help it, so you'll do.
Anyway,
I'm gonna pick Saiha up and like, let's go see if we can get some harnesses made up for you. I think who on the ship would do leather working? Okay,
that would be Marina.
yeah. So
Yeah, I was gonna. As far as people on the ship, there's no one whose role is in leatherworking.
yeah. All right. So standing in for the wharf rat is gonna be Maddie.
Fair.
I'm here now, by the way.
The wizard.
Yeah?
He is the one probably that I would send to speak to Raban. Yes.
Probably.
It makes sense.
Also, full-grown wharf rats are actually small beasts.
And as opposed to tiny.
Yeah, cats are tiny. So I'm gonna be struggling a bit more.
So probably around maybe Daisy size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So around Marina and Lopin size.
More like this.
Yeah.
Yes, more like this creature that has just been picked up.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Well, better tonight, I suppose, to try to contact Raban. Then...
Oh, I have an important question. This isn't related, Vizzy, but like I bring people back to my room pretty regularly. How cool?
I can notice.
Well, no, she hasn't because Sandra actually has not brought anyone back to her room since they've left Noosa Stash because she's been working with the wharf rats.
Fair enough.
So I figure because like
Of
I haven't
the-
really done it because I've been trying to get these babies under control.
You're saying that you enjoy the more carnal of pleasures.
A lot.
It makes sense. Given
Can we clip that?
you,
It makes sense. Why does it make
A
sense?
lot.
I didn't hear you.
given you,
What does that mean?
you seem to be a fiendish descent.
I mean, like, kinda. I'm not like a Cambion, if that's what you mean.
Yes. In any case, I do not care. I have not cared about most things for a very long time.
Okay, cool. I just want to make certain it's usually polite to make sure that everyone is down for anything going on.
Did I ask the wizard if he would like to speak to Raban?
I don't remember what we're trying to get out of him.
Just his existence.
Yeah. I don't know, you could.
We should speak to him.
Yes. Alright. Alright, we'll go find Lopin, ask him. Actually, we should go ask Marina first, because it's going to take her some time to craft that, and that way it's just happening.
When I meet the
Actually, no, we
wizard,
should go. Let's go ask the wizard first, because we might need to be at Marina's for a while. Alright, cool.
when I meet the wizard,
Alright. I am just carrying this wharf rat around.
so you're
The
off to
word
find the
rat.
wizard.
Yes.
You're off to see the wizard. I don't know how difficult Lopin is to find. That's his prerogative.
Probably not very.
All right, wizard get.
Oh, hey, Lopin, Vizzy wanted to ask you if you'd mind being sent to go talk to, Raban tonight.
All right.
Yes, he might expect of me to remember things which I do not. It is easier to send a different messenger.
Do I have anything specific I'm telling him?
I just would like to know. I would like to know if he is still alive, and if the spell works, then we will know that. Well, we will know if he is alive and on this plane. I just want to know what. I want to know what happened. He is as old as me, and he seems to still just be alive.
Is Marina with you guys for this, or did you not get me?
We can be like walking and talking. It's like, oh, Lopin, like while we're talking, I need to go talk to Marina about some stuff. Do you mind coming with?
Okay.
Alright.
Spell could take a long time. In any case, I do not know when the man sleeps. And if he is anything like the rest of the wizards were in my youth, the time that he sleeps and the time of the day are not necessarily as linked as for others.
Fair.
So, what are we doing right now?
Going to see Marina.
Away! Action.
I'm assuming she's probably in the engine room.
Yes.
That'd be my first assumption.
Yes. No, I don't. I'm pretty sure the captain has at this point given up on giving Marina an actual place to sleep, and instead just let her choose to sleep in the engine room so he has
I
more room
mean-
than the rest of his crew.
She still has a designated bed and crew quarters because they're just +1, but it's not like she uses it.
Anyway.
Marina get.
Marina, hey.
Hey, yeah, what? Yes, I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you stuff, but you go first.
You do, like, leatherworking shit, right? I think I've seen you with some of those tools out.
I do. I, in fact, do a lot of leatherworking.
Could I get you to make, like, some harnesses and collars for the wharf rats?
Are you gonna try to ride them? They're too small to ride.
They're too small. Yeah, they're no, I want the collars so people know that they're pets. Because hopefully they'll have, like, a little medallion on it that'll say their little names.
Okay.
And the harnesses is because I don't want to, like, because if I need to, like, keep them, like, in a room to keep them from going places, I want to be able to, like, hook them to a little harness so it doesn't, like, so it's just better for them.
Can I see that? And she points to your wharf rat.
You can try. Saya here is a little. She can be a little aggressive, so you might want to like take it kind of slow. It's taken her a while to warm up
She
to
did
me.
not.
What?
She did not. She's like
Roll an animal handling.
in its face.
It's okay. I'll apply a sedative
Okay, I
hammer.
actually did pretty well. Okay, hold on. Where's my animal handling? 15.
Yeah, I mean, she's more receptive than most. Sure, why not? I don't feel like dealing with the wharf rat bite. No.
Okay, so she's like looking around. She's looking at their body compared to Taz's body.
It's quite
And
different.
yes, she's like,
Yeah, I named her this cause like Saya's a little smaller than Sekhmet, which is the big mama, but that's because Sekhmet is a bit fat. Like Saya here's all muscle.
Okay, so I think that Saya, is that her name? I think that Saya would actually be perfect for testing out the harnesses I'm trying to figure out for Taz. So, yes.
All right, cool.
Taz, the hand, are you guys okay with Saya hanging out with us for a little while?
Oh, Taz is in the
Yeah.
engine room. Are the quarters of this ship made for large-sized creatures? Because the quarters of
The
some
engine?
ships are. Yeah,
This is a very big ship.
so probably.
This is
And-
of the ships. This is a bigger one.
Yeah.
I like to assume that Taz has free reign of the whole ship, but like comes to nap in the engine room with Marina. Like Taz.
The
is
captain
just a
tries to
regular
get him to do
worker.
things from time to time,
Yeah.
but he is part cat.
And part
Yeah.
dragon.
Part what?
Dragon.
Fair.
So,
Which is kind of like a more intense version of a cat.
which is what if cat but reptile?
Yeah.
Oh god, my brain is not firing on all cylinders. We should finish up whatever is happening here and also do the dream thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she asked Taz if they're okay with
All right, Tat said, which means sure.
Okay,
Why not?
and so I'm gonna take I'm gonna take Saya and bring Saya over to Taz and go, this is your new friend, but not your best friend, they're my best friend. Here you go.
Saya's like, Taz is like,
This rat's gonna get eaten.
they hissed at each other a bit and then decided that neither of them cared very much about the other's existence and went on with it.
Yeah. All right. She has just been fed, but they do kind of like to eat a lot. So you'll probably she likes to chew on things. I bought them all chew toys, and they've used them. But hey, do we have iron boxes by any chance? What happened to that safe?
That safe got turned into your cage that they
Right,
should have
yes.
been in. But she is making like a makeshift version of one for Saya.
I
because
need
she-
a metal box. Do we have a metal box? I need to keep my shit in a metal box now because they fucking shoot through my foot locker. It's theirs now.
Okay, so two things. She's making a makeshift cage for Saya because she recognizes that the engine room probably shouldn't be chewed on.
Yeah, I know it definitely shouldn't.
And also she goes kind of is just like, yeah, sure, whatever, as she like is building another 50 million things at the time.
Yeah.
Anyway, on about the dream thing. I will.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we are prepared for the messaging?
Sure.
Oh, ooh, are you guys talking about what you need to say to him?
suppose the
Got
topic of conversation.
suggestions?
Yes, I have so many questions. First off, can you ask him how he survived the sundering, and how the island survived the sundering, and how the house survived the sundering, and also how everything didn't decompose? And also, can you ask him where his wife is, and who his wife is, and who he is, and also what kind of magic he did, and if he likes doing magic, and also when he started learning magic, and what type of magic he started learning first, and yeah, she's just gonna keep going.
I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna just gonna be like, nope, and then walk away.
She's probably gonna follow you and keep giving you more suggestions.
Are you still going to receive the spell?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be something new. We have never done this before. To cast this spell, I need to touch the creature who is going to be the messenger. But I clearly have no hands. So, we are going to cast it through you. She
I
says,
guess I can hold the deck.
It is much easier this way. I will cast the spell through Sandra. I will give her the power to cast the spell through her.
Are you gonna possess me?
Easy. No, you are just going to cast the spell.
Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be cool.
So all you have to do is will to cast the dream spell,
Okay.
which I will provide to you,
Okay.
and touch him, and
I'm like putting both my hands on his shoulders.
also
For-
that blood you took earlier, you will.
Yes.
No, you will not need that. We do not want to hurt him.
Okay.
For the sake of the people watching, completely unrelated to what's going on, Daisy isn't freaked out with her ears back like that. She's just like that. Her tail is wagging, and she is happy to be where she is.
All right. So
Sorry.
Daisy
yeah.
is just too
Yes.
dumb to know how to properly communicate.
She really has no idea, and it's very strange for me, someone who's learned to read dogs.
Yeah. All right. Touching Lopin and like focusing.
And suddenly, Lopin is in a trance. And you, conveniently, because I don't feel like dealing with having to wait for Raban to fall asleep, he's already asleep. So you are now in Raban's dream. You can see him. You have the power to shape the environment around him, and you can speak to him.
Who are you?
Hello, mate. I'm Lopin. Who are you?
You are in my dream. Surely you know.
Well, see,
Hold on, I'm gonna take this.
I think you're the Loxodon from that mansion, but that's not possible because the mansion is several thousand.
Ah, yes. Hillenval Manor. How I miss it. Yes, that is me. You are correct. And you said you are Lopin. What is a Lopin? You seem to be
Lopin is a halfling.
Yes. What do you want from me, oh creature who knows dream?
Oh god, this guy thinks I'm so much stronger than I am.
Or are you somebody's messenger? Messengers.
I mean, we were just kind of wondering how you're still alive.
I was somewhere else.
If
You,
if this affects your opinion of me, the illusionist sent me.
the illusion. Visions
Well,
of the Sea is still alive.
Someone claiming to be visions of the sea, and I believe them.
How is that possible? I suppose she could have been in the sea as I was.
So you
This is
got
the
sent.
Avatar.
So you're saying you got sent what, outside of time?
Nothing quite so simple. No. I wanted to protect my village. I wanted to protect the whole of the Empire, but I only had the power to protect my village from the coming sundering. So, I studied, I learned, and I prepared a ritual to move it somewhere else. Oh,
So,
yes. Yes.
so you just cast a spell to move an entire island out of the plane.
I suppose it is an island now, isn't it? In my day, it was a city. A small one, but a city nonetheless. Yes, I abjured it away. I protected it as best I could. But where we ended up was some sort of. I've taken to calling it the Astral Sea. Time moves here as it does in the material plane. But we do not age. It's been thousands of years.
And it was abjuration magic, not conjuration, that sent you out of the plane.
Yes, it was not a simple teleportation. It was a protective bubble. It was supposed to put us into a pocket realm, something akin to a bag of holding. I assume those are still around. I've only been back to the material plane a few days.
That is really, really cool.
Unfortunately, it did not. At least not the way that it was supposed to. Things are different in the sea. Lose your way very easily. I lost my way and was away from the village and Hillenval Manor for thousands of years. When I finally found it, I tried to come home. Saw how well that went.
Are you the only survivor?
I don't know. Part of me wants to believe Babala is still alive. In fact, I firmly believe Babala is still alive, but I lost her in the sea some 500 years ago. If you know the illusionist, I assume you know that Babala was my wife.
Yeah, we've seen paintings of her. She seems like a wonderful lady.
Wonderful. You can imagine. I hope she is well. Hope one day to find her. Have you any more questions for me, Lopin?
Honestly, I'm surprised you don't have more questions for me.
I am exploring the material plane. You seem to. You are of this time, it seems. So I suppose what I should ask is, do the people still know of the Holy Emperor Zaemon the Everlasting?
I'm gonna roll a history check. I'm gonna re-roll a history check. I got a 17.
With a 17, you do not. You've never heard that name.
No, a lot was lost in the sundering.
Yes, it seems.
Shut up,
And that key piece, if it still survives in the minds of any, does not survive in the minds of the masses.
I've never heard of the bloke.
And I'm a massive nerd.
And if
Sandra's
the
not here.
illusionist chose you, either you probably know quite a bit about magic, or were the best option available. Visions of a Sea was always resourceful, I heard. I did not know her, but Medvib spoke highly of her.
I am the wizard of the boat she's on. But I'm not saying I'm exactly the heaviest hitting wizard around. I can
Well-
only cast up to the 2nd level.
So you are a young one.
You could say
You-
that, yeah.
You said you've seen paintings of my wife. Were you in Hillenval?
Yeah, earlier today.
Did you find my laboratory?
Yeah?
And you survived my helmed horror.
Who was just a helmed whore and not the imprisoned spirit of your wife.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, thank God.
Which one?
Thought that the one would be enough to. I suppose I should have known. Those Gith creatures, or whatever they call themselves, probably would have made short work of one too.
Ask about the gun.
In any case, I was asking you about my lab. Yes, there were rolls. Not many, but I like to keep a few as trinkets.
There were what?
Scrolls.
Scrolls.
Spell scrolls of the lower levels. Did you happen to find them?
We took every piece of paper that wasn't nailed down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, would I
pretty
not have
much.
found those?
I mean, in the hustle and bustle, I don't think you would have noticed that they were spell scrolls because they were kind of just like shuffled into all of the rest of the stuff.
I
Um,
definitely made mention I was looking for any papers with interesting information.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a lot, and you did end up spending a lot of time on the journal. But yeah, there were like two. This is my very clever way of retconning in 2 spell scrolls of the 1st level as a gift for the wizard. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask Marina about them, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, they're right here," and just hand them
Yeah,
to you.
I'm just gonna tell the Elephant Man yes. If he has any real insight, he might decide I don't know what I'm talking about. And like, if I don't find it with Marina's papers, I'm gonna try and turn the boat around.
If you did find them, then they are yours. I don't need anything that was in Hillenval anymore.
What about the fainting couch?
Well, that's good.
And then,
We may or may not have stolen a fainting couch.
Well, I hope it treats you well.
All right.
Our tiefling likes to throw herself onto it dramatically.
And I was gonna say something. Ravon had a thing to say, but I can't remember what it was. Shit. Oh, well, I'll remember it eventually.
Oh, yes. Well, I have much exploring to do now that I have returned. And I imagine that you will want to return to a restful slumber as well.
You said I can somewhat manipulate the dream?
Yes, you are able to control the environment of the dream.
Am I able to spawn a world map for him?
Yes. Yeah. That's one of the more basic things that you can do.
Yeah,
And you also are a cartographer, so 100%.
Yeah. Before I go, I am a cartographer. Project a world map. Is there anywhere you'd like to see?
This is all so different. I suppose. I do still know Modvib's mystic map.
Ask what
Anything I
words he
find.
knows.
This was kind of you, though I don't know that it's of particular use to me. Perhaps you can tell me something of the cultures, though. But perhaps another time. I would like to return to my slumber. If you don't.
All right. Good night.
Leave me the fuck alone, he says.
That's Nick's way of saying I'm getting tired.
I will be in touch. Then. It was a pleasure to meet you, and tell visions of a sea that Modwib missed some
Modwib missed what?
things.
Oh, okay.
Farewell. And he puts up a bedroom wall in front of you and lays down.
All right. Do I know how to leave?
Yeah, you can end the trance and wake up at any time.
Okay. I'll do that.
So, you find anything?
Did you invite him to come to hang out with us?
Modvib missed some things.
Did he say that?
Yup.
So it would seem. It is good to hear it from another from my time, though.
He has no idea what anyone else is. He lost his wife in the Astral Sea 500. He hopes she's still there. He came back a few days ago. He has no idea how you're still alive.
Well, I am less than alive, so it makes sense. Astral Sea. Is this... You say that so casually.
It's what he's
You were-
calling where they went.
So, anyone from the post-Sundering who knows really anything about Kolthum is familiar with the existence of the Astral Sea? Yes?
Okay.
No, I was
Okay.
raised because
Yes,
that's
I
the
was...
general area.
Right, yeah. No, yeah. Is familiar with the Astral Sea, because to you, it's just another plane. Like, your whole life, it's just been another
Yeah,
plane
that's
that
just
exists.
one of the planes.
Yeah, he threw up.
Yeah,
He
you just
threw up an
go to.
abjuration barrier to block an entire town from the Sundering, and it got punted over to the sea.
Yeah, you just go over to Kolthum and hop a portal to the Astral Sea. What's the big deal?
I've never heard of this Astral Sea. We would have known.
Maybe.
There was no Astral. At least, there was no. We
Wait.
knew of planes beyond the reach of our realm entirely. Places where creatures, such as the Illithids, and she does. She's been like she decided to major image herself out, and she turns herself into a mind flayer for a second.
Whoa,
Things that
that thing's cool.
Aren't
But
those
they
just
were-
underground?
They were sealed from us. Are they? Have they made their way here?
Wait, are you saying that you weren't able to travel to different planes before, or didn't even know about them?
We could travel to different planes. There was Arborea, the Beastlands, but whatever this Astral Sea is.
Oh, hey, Vizzy. So when I touched that powder, did you see what I saw with the other planes?
No,
Oh.
I can only see what is around me.
Hmm.
Though I suppose I may be able to see through your eyes directly. I've never tried.
What if we dunk
Because
you in the powder?
I want. She's non-corporeal. It'll just go through her and land on the floor.
No, the
The
deck.
deck. She is the deck.
True.
I do not know.
I'm gonna take just like the smallest smidgen of russet from the vial I have, and like just boop it onto the deck.
Of the deck of cards, yes.
Yeah.
Which vial did you say? The
Oh, wait.
russet one?
No, that's a bad plan. I'm gonna take the sapphire blue one.
Sapphire blue. I have to.
What? You don't
fucking-
want to set your legendary item on fire?
No. Sandra's gonna reach for
Um,
the russet one, think that's a bad plan, and go for blue.
Wait, which blue did you say?
Sapphire.
Sapphire blue. Okay.
In the meantime of this happening, Marina has just decided that coating bolts in these powders is probably a very cool idea.
Cool, yes.
Also, what do I see when I touch the powder?
So you touch it and you sprinkle it on her.
No,
And,
not sprinkle. Just take the merest smidge of it. Just I don't want to waste it.
Okay, with the merest smidge, if you're just touching it, let me find it proper in the book. You feel whatever emotion you were feeling before you touched it.
Yeah.
You feel it stronger
All right.
for a very brief second.
I'm gonna dip a little bit more until I have enough to like see into the plane.
What you see before you is this seems like a place that elves would seem right at home. You can tell that it is a good aligned plane, but it is a place of intense emotions. You probably would recognize it as Arborea.
Would gnomes also feel very at home there?
I mean, less so than elves. I mean, anyone would.
All right.
Anyone could feel at home there if they desire.
All right. I'm
but-
gonna.
I don't know if 5e has elves and gnomes both as part of the Fae, but
I mean, there is also the Feywild, but this is not that.
All right. I'm gonna put that on the deck.
Yes, this is strange. It is as if my perception is split in two ways. Which the way she's describing it,
Yeah.
it does not match up with the way that you felt it. Because when you feel it, when you touch it, your whole perception shifts
Yeah,
to
because
to the plane.
when I touch it, like everything just shifts to it. That's
Perhaps it is something of my nature. Perhaps it is something of my power. In any case, this is just Arborea.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna take like a little bit of the russet brown. All right. So I want to know which of the ones I saw was hell. Do you think you could identify if it was hell or somewhere else?
You say this hell.
Yeah, like the
Singular.
9 hells.
Oh, the 9. Yes.
Like it's just sort of wrapped up into one.
Ah. She was a little worried that you were saying 8 hells died.
Or that a 10th hell had shown up and was calling itself hell. In any case,
I
make a
guess the
little
hells
insight.
is like the proper title. I know they kind of get uppity, like they're all their own separate layers, yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and do that.
The russet.
Yeah, because I don't have any of the ruby.
This is Gehenna.
Okay, so the ruby one must be. Why would there be a big ass dragon in hell?
I could not tell you.
I mean,
Did
do
it
you think
look-
being caught in a room with a dragon is pleasant?
I mean, that would depend on the dragon. Tat's pretty cool.
I'm betting the
Did
ones
I-
in hell aren't.
Did I mention when I was describing it that it had a lot of heads?
No, you just said a real big
Okay.
dragon.
That's an important part. It's a real big dragon with a lot of heads.
Alright, he wants
A
us to
real-
think it's Tiamat, which means it's just a demonic hydra.
A real big dragon with a lot of heads.
This means nothing to me.
Okay, I was hoping it would,
In any case,
but this is
Just
one
a
of the hells.
really sinful hydra.
Uh,
Cool. Never seen hell before. Had it described to me.
yes, so Ruban, he is alive. He was in this place that he's calling the Astral Sea.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
which
called.
may or may not be the actual
Yeah.
astral sea. It sounds like you guys don't know what that looks like.
You never answered my question. Did you invite him to come visit us?
No. He knows how to find us.
Does he?
Does he?
Sure.
His specialty was abjuration, but he knows many spells. Or at least he did when I met him. I assume he has maybe learned even more, because the Ruban that I knew of, I do not think could kill 7 creatures in 2 spells.
I mean, fireball.
Did you ask him about those creatures though?
He said something about them being Gith? Don't know what that
Which-
means.
That's not something that you've heard. Oh, that's what I'm looking for.
But he also sounded like angry about it, so I didn't want to do too many follow-ups.
Yeah, probably best not to anger an elephant man.
Yeah.
Like, he was able to recognize the spell we were using to get me there on site, which probably means I'm out of my ass. So, don't want to fight a stronger wizard on his own turf, whom we're friendly with.
It would just be a dream fight though, right? So couldn't you just like dream make yourself super powerful?
I did not send you in as a monster, so neither of you could have hurt each other.
I
That
mean,
may have been worthwhile to tell you beforehand.
I mean, I figure Lopin's probably not dumb enough to try and fight the person we're trying to talk to, who we know took down like 7 dudes by himself.
I feel like
'Cause
a
that'd be
dream
really stupid.
fight would have an advantage to whoever's head you're.
Also, Marina is meticulously writing every part of this conversation down.
Anyway, can I see those papers that we took from the mansion? He mentioned some of them that I'm interested in.
Yeah, I go into my tome and like just pull out like several of the books, a bunch of the papers.
All right,
and
are
just,
any of them scrolls?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Spell scrolls. I'm
I
looking
think
for
I
spell
saw some,
scrolls.
and like I'm just gonna like skim through all the papers until I have
Alright.
Give me
them.
a spell card.
I'm gonna repeat the process of essentially identifying the seeing if Vizzy can identify the realms for the spiral white, the amber, and the magenta. So what do I see for these?
I gotta open the book every time you.
Why are you
fucking
closing
mention
it?
One of these colors. It's bookmarked, but I have to pick it up. Okay, you said the spiraling light and which others?
Amber and magenta.
All right.
So what do I see when I touch the spiral white?
You see.
Cocaine.
So you've never been under the effect of true seeing before, have you?
I don't know.
I mean, probably not.
Probably not.
You see a world it's like you're still in this room,
Whoa.
but like foggier.
Huh.
Are you sprinkling these on?
Yeah,
Is
I'm running through the same process. I'm trying to use as little of the dust as possible.
This
Probably. Oh, go ahead.
appears to be the border ethereal of the ethereal plane.
Huh.
This was the only, well, other than the other material planes, this was the only plane that I was aware of that touched ours directly.
I mean, I don't know how it used to be, but like pretty much all the fucking planes cross over Kulthum.
I would like one day to see this Kulthum.
Yeah, one day. Yeah, it's on the whole other side of the world.
Perhaps one day we will have cause. I have heard that they say that The captain said earlier that best prices are in Khartoum.
Yeah.
So perhaps one day we will be sent to sell.
Hmm.
I thought Shadowfell and the Feywild were close.
Yes, but they are also material planes.
Oh.
Well, I
They
mean,
behave strangely, but they are within the same bubble.
I kind of came here specifically to sort of get away from Khaldun because it's like I've been there, done that. I want to see the rest of the world.
Ooh. Wanted in Cthulhu, you say? How much?
How many boyfriends did you make upset there?
I think only one, but he's like real mad.
Dark
How
secret. I want to know
how
all
many
about
hearts I've broken,
Do
on the
these
other
separate.
hand, several.
it. Are they not the same thing?
No.
Marina
Yeah.
still 100% has not recognized that you sleep around. She just assumes that you are a serial monogamist.
I suppose I would like to see more of these planes.
Alright, I've got two more, and then Marina had some too.
Yeah, by the way, are we going to do that thing where we each give each other half of all of the different types so that I
I
can
mean-
study them and you can have all of the ones I have?
Yeah, I mean, so far these weren't any of the ones I was terribly interested in. Although, I think the sapphire blue would go really well with my complexion, don't you?
I don't really study color theory.
But also, the sapphire blue one is the one that enhances emotions.
So it makes me look hot and would be awesome to have sex on. Sandra sees no downsides.
That said, your view, like your perception, your visual perception, would fully shift to Arborea. So, anyhow.
Alright.
Okay, so she wouldn't be able to see what was going on. Still no downsides.
Yeah.
Avoid being.
So, A, we only have like 12 minutes left. B, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah,
So
alright.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. You said you have an amber one?
And a magenta.
All right, amber is the plane of Bitopia. Magenta is the plane of Pandemonium. And you can look up what those are on your own time. Also, other than the Astral Sea, there are none that Vizzy hasn't seen before.
Okay.
And you don't have any powders that let you see the Astral Sea because the powders came from the Astral Sea. So,
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright. So. But yeah, you were gonna. I want to return, Saya to my room before the. Like, if we can, so if you can, like, take measurements, because, like, she's, like, real protective of the pups. That's why I named her Saya. Because she's like an ant. It's like a variation of a name, it's not important.
You're gonna have to wait 3 to 5 business days for Marina's response.
oh god.
No, I'm kidding. Marina is probably glad not to have them in the engine room because she recognizes at least that they are destructive.
Sandra's gonna see if she can track down, like, a metal box of any variety to keep her shit in.
Yeah, there are lock boxes that are made of metal. Not big enough on the ship to keep all of your stuff in, but I mean,
It's
we're
like
on our way back to Smash.
some clothes and the maps and stuff. If Sandra thinks like Tiger would be done with his bot swinning, she's gonna take Saya to see him. This is Saya. She's like the ant.
I thought she was a wharf rat.
No, aunt.
Oh. Okay, sorry. You have to speak the Queen's English with me.
Sandra also might not have been saying ant. Like, she might have been saying whatever infernal for aunt is. Actually, she probably was.
Tiger's Eye does not speak infernal. He speaks.
So she just sort of like for ant, and she's been doing that the whole time. Oh yeah. In common, I think it's aunt.
Oh.
Like, they're not
Cool.
your parents, but they're, like, more of your parents' generation than you.
Yeah, no, I know what yeah. I never had one of them. Or parents, for that matter.
That's unfortunate.
That's really sad. Moving on.
Yeah. Little puppy baby. Use a little
Yeah.
puppy baby.
Yeah. They're
Tiger
really
Guy
warming
just-
up to me if you want to come visit them.
That's a natural 16 though. Plus 1 because he's got whiz, so 17. So yeah, it works out. He do a scritch.
Yeah. Maybe.
I didn't want to take Sekhmet away from her pups and there's no way I'm gonna try and move a pup right now. Sekhmet's the name I
don't
gave
know
the
what
mom.
segment is.
That's the
Oh,
mom, the big
mean-
chonky one.
I see.
It's a good infernal name.
I mean, the pups are probably much easier to pick up.
Yeah, but I feel like Sekhmet will bite off another finger if I try. Also, Saya might bite off a finger if I try.
Okay. So
Tiny
I want you to know that
blindfolds.
this is always what my cannon will look like. Actually, wait, I've just decided that I need one more thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it with what I have. Hold on.
Is it eyeballs?
Yes, but only kind of.
Is it googly eyes?
Sort of, but again, only kind of.
Alright.
I
Is it
can't,
singular large beholder eyeball that it balances on top of, like a clown with a ball?
I can't make them really fit where
I
want
have
them.
run out of DM juice.
Okay.
So
So,
Oh,
the
I've
session
run out
itself
of.
has ended.
yeah,
I've
oh
run
yeah,
out of
no, we're just
excuses.
fucking around in character, which I love to have time to do, honestly.
Anyway, I can't make it work with this one, but also I'll have to redraw it. But see where the orange is right there?
Yeah.
It's gonna be yellow, and that's gonna be where the eyes are.
Nice.
So the ship makes its way back to Noosa Stash.
But does Tiger's Eye come back to Sandra's room? Because she's really... I'm way worse at flirting than Sandra is.
I don't know.
I
It really
mean-
sounds like Sandra walks up to people and screams, "You give sex."
To meet the Wharf Rats, sure.
Yeah.
But I have a video of exactly what would happen if you tried to turn it into sex. I'd have to find
I would
it
like
though.
to see that video.
I would.
I would
It's like,
also like to see that.
Hey, Tiger,
video.
you
I
wanna...
kind of really want him to just post a Pornhub link,
You wanna stay the night? In here?
because it would be
Um,
funny.
I like my bed.
Grabby hands to sex.
Sandra.txt. I mean, I guess you don't have to stay the whole night if you don't wanna. And she's gonna, like, bat her eyelashes.
I'm gonna go.
Oh. Okay, she's gonna be like, alright, I think you're not getting it. Do you want to do the sex?
Tonight, I just want to sleep.
Fair.
It was a long day of moving.
That is fair.
Okay, bye.
Invitation stands! Sandra's
that's-
just gonna work on bonding with the wharf rats then.
That's gonna be another DM's problem.
Yeah. She wants to train them, and she's going to be training them using commands in Infernal. Thank you for watching, and to everyone who watched this episode live on twitch.tv/dragonfishplays. An especially big thank you to my patrons, Archer Kasai and Savannah Broadway. If you would like to join them, please head over to patreon.com/dragonfishplays. Likes, shares, and subscribes are also greatly appreciated. Until next time, stay safe and take care of one another.